Oh my God, back at it again. In the kitchen whipping, back at it again. Chris H. What's good? Sorry for the lateness. Usually, lateness leads to greatness. I just made that up. But that sounds like it's some true shit, though. Sitting here, I'm trying to twist this little joint up real quick. Y'all know I'm late on some rolling weed shit. Got me a little whiskey. You know what I'm talking about? Woo! Hope everybody had a blessed day. Hope everybody having a good evening. Got a special guest tonight. This one has been in the making for about a year. I ain't gonna lie, about a year. Hard worker, you know what I'm saying? Building his following type, you know what I mean? Really grinding. Got the support. We'll talk all about it. I'm trying to twist it. Y'all smash that like when y'all come in. I'm gonna bring them out. Let's get to how many likes we got? Let me see. How many fucking likes we got. We got 5 likes. Let's get to 10 likes. Run them likes up. Let's get to 10 likes. Get to 10 likes. All I need is 10 likes. That's all I need. We got 7 likes now. We need 3 more. All I need is 10 likes. That's all I need, son. Y'all don't know about that throwback right there. Smash them likes. What up? Drury Ocean Skies. What's the dilly? Let me see. Let me see. All right. I can't say top of the top, but good evening. Tay, what up, Tay? Tay, bro. Appreciate all the support, bro. We got a special one tonight, man. Artist really on the grind. Really on this grind. You know? We double rapper. That's the last one too. Double wrap the butt. Double wrap the butt. What's good with you, broski? You know, back at it, man. Back at it again. My bad being late, y'all. You know how it should be. Let's go. About to get into it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Smash them likes. Are you fucking? Guess I'm using this one. Smash them likes when y'all pop in, gang. Smash them likes. Smash them likes if you love your granny. Shout out to everybody, man, been supporting me on the road to 100K. Back with another interview, man. Y'all know I won't be gone from the interviews too long. We about to this is one of a good. We about to have a good run. We about to have a good interview run, man. This is a special one that's been in the making, though. You did. This one been in the making, like yeah. You get it? No, you don't get it. Lexi said, good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Where you at? It's evening. Where you at? That show ass is in South Africa. Somewhere. All right. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see. 7:21. That's not the afternoon. I mean, technically, it is. So I'm just gonna leave you alone because technically, it is. It's afternoon. Ain't noon no more. We got everybody coming in this thing, man. Smash them likes when y'all pop in, y'all. Smash them likes. Let's get it busting. Special guest, man. This one been in the making, bro. I got to pull up my questions. I did my research and my homework very thoroughly. Even though he got so much work and so much content that there's no one here I can see everything or watch everything, you know. But yeah, we about to get into it, man. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, y'all. I promise you. I promise you. I'm trying to make sure everything is everything. In my Lauryn Hill voice, make sure everything is everything. Okay, we got 10 likes. Let's get it. Okay. Welcome back to another one, man. Another edition, another interview, man. You know what I'm talking about, with them, the hottest up and comings and the most talented people and the people with a great story. It's another one of them interviews, man. You know, we got to stay tapped into the underground, to the next up. We don't want to wait till they up to be like, all right, you know what I mean? Because I be telling people, if you rock with people and you really believe in them, support them. Because one day, you never know, it could be them, and you can be the one, oh, that was the dude over there. And you know what I'm saying? Now you late to the party. And you was really early to the party, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I'm going to get my boy in here, man. He got the fro out tonight. You know, his busy bone shit. You dig? Yo.
Hey, what's the deal?
What's the deal, brethren?
My guys, we made it happen. We made it happen.
We did, bro. That's what I was saying. It's like a year, bro, like all the way through to even
Yes,
talking about
sir.
it. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Maybe longer. Yeah.
It may be, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we both here. And this, you
Yeah.
know, this is one I've been looking forward to, man. I've been submerged into a lot of your content. I hadn't heard. You got a lot of. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yes,
it was like
sir.
I worked out the day to your shit. Yesterday I started really diving and shit, and I was like, damn, this nigga got some. He like me. He got some shit.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
multiple
lot,
shit.
man. It's a
A lot
lot
of
for
work.
sure.
A lot of good work, videos, you got hella interviews too. This is
Yeah.
probably like number 15 for you or some shit. I was looking like, okay. But I ain't looking at the numbers. I was like, you know what? We're gonna go on my angle and we're gonna just go. I don't even want to get no, but I dived into like the music and then, you know, a lot of like what I heard and what I was really seeing, and you know, you got an interesting story for sure.
For sure. For sure.
So shit, let's start it out, man. First and foremost, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Tell them where you from, what's your name, what you
Yeah.
represent, all that.
My name is Swiggle Mandela. Swiggle. Mandela, just like Nelson. Um, I'm from Portland, Oregon, for the most part. I do have some California roots in my story. You dig what I'm saying? In my life, I'm an independent artist, man. Um, Local legend around here in Portland, Oregon. You know what I'm saying? But also cracking onto the international scene. Ben had a national following. Um, so yeah, man, I wear a lot of hats, man. Entrepreneur. We do the clothing. I probably book over 200 artists, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, yeah, so we stay booking people for shows. Uh, I like to direct videos, you know what I'm saying? Direct photo shoots. So yeah, it's a lot that we do. We can't really put it into a box. So yeah, that's me
Right.
kind
A
of in a
jack of all
nutshell.
trades, man.
Yeah, facts.
So shit. Well, we gonna start from, you know, the obvious. We gonna well, I guess from your come up, and then we'll get into the music.
Okay.
I was vibing to your shit today, so I'm like, yo, it's a story here. I'm like, so
Yeah.
let's get to this, because this is something that I hear you I'm gonna let you explain it, but I hear you represent, endorse, push, promote, whatever word, whatever synonym that anybody want to use, your culture. So let them know, like, what's your exact cultural background type shit.
Okay, yeah. So, my mom is black and my dad's from the Philippines. So, yeah, it's always been heavy influence on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom was in my life and my dad was in my life, and I know both sides of my family real well. So, yeah, man, black and Filipino, straight
How
up.
did how did your mom and your dad meet? You know the story?
They met in L.A. pretty much.
Mm,
They met in L.A. And if not L.A., like around there, you feel me? Like I don't remember if it was Inglewood or if it was San Pedro.
mm-hmm.
I was literally just talking to my dad about this. But yeah, I think they worked in the same spot. My mom was a receptionist, and my dad was dang near fresh off the boat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was like, everybody who was fresh off the boat or the plane or whatever, they was all linked in. You feel me? So they was working like odd jobs. They was you feel me, delivering papers, doing security, whatever they could do. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
just getting used to being in the States, man. And this was like this was the 80s, man, late 80s. So they met and they actually had my older brother. My mom already had a daughter, and my older brother was born in California. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He rapped too. And then they moved to Portland. My mom's parents lived in Portland, and so a lot of her siblings lived here. You feel me? And they heard about the affordable housing market at the time. Houses was crazy low. You feel me? In the 90s, like you was getting a house that you could get for $1 million that they charging $1 million or two for now. Back then, you was getting them houses for like 50 bands, 100 bands. That's a
That's
million dollar
crazy.
house. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they moved to Portland, and that's when I was born in Portland, so that's when I was a baby. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And but my first memories is in the country because we actually moved from Portland to this little town in the sticks called Estacada. It's the sticks, so that's like my first memories. But yeah, that's how my parents met, man. My dad came to America. Obviously, my mom was in Cali because her mom and like majority of my black side they live in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? My mom actually lives
Okay.
there now.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom moved back, but I think her mom, my grandma, didn't want to be down there. You know what I'm saying? So she moved to Cali, and that's where
Right.
my mom grew up in the projects, man, San Pedro. So yeah,
Damn. So Granny was
yeah,
Granny was over here too.
yep, and she eventually moved to Portland. You feel me? I don't know her exact reasons. I gotta ask my mom, but that's how we landed up here. My mom's side, you know what I'm saying? And then my dad came up and he saw the real estate, and my dad is really he was heavy into real estate. So yeah,
So look, speaking of, like all the places you came up in, so overall, like how was your upbringing, like as far as the communities you was living in, your
yeah,
household, what you was doing as a kid? Was you having fun? Was you not having fun? Was you bullshitting?
yeah.
How was your come up?
So my earliest memories are in Estacada. Like I said, it was the country. This when my parents was married. We lived on 5 acres of land. You feel me?
Damn.
So my initial memories is damn near like the fucking I can cuss on here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's damn near like the American dream. You feel me?
Yeah.
Three like 2-story house on 5 acres of land. Bro, my sister had a horse. You know what I'm saying? I got two brothers and one sister. So
Okay.
it'll be 4 rabbits. It'll be, you feel me, 4 chickens. It'll be 4 cats. So we all had our own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this and so yeah, these are my early memories. You feel me? Running
All y'all
around.
from the same two?
My sister is half white. My sister is
Oh,
from
that's the oldest you saying is older
yeah,
than
that's
you?
my oldest sister.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, okay. So,
And
but y'all was
so
coming up together though in the same household around the same
for
time.
sure, for sure, for sure,
That's what's
because
up.
my sister's dad wasn't in the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, makes sense. Makes
He lived in the South, so she didn't really even get contact with him until like later in life. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But yeah, that's my earliest memories, man. SDK to run around catching gardener snakes and shit. You know, your neighbors got horses and dirt bikes,
Right.
and but that was when we first. That's when I first experienced racism, very very young, because you know Oregon. First
What?
of all, yeah, Oregon is a racist place. That's first of all. You feel me?
I've heard that. I haven't been there quite yet, but
Yeah,
that was one thing I've heard.
and I'm not gonna put that on everybody because there's a lot
Right.
of good people here, white, black, Asian, whatever. It's a lot of good people here. You feel me? But the history of Oregon is that it was an exclusion state, meaning that when slavery was legal, they didn't have slavery, but black people weren't allowed to live there. You feel me?
Oh, I never knew that. That's where it
Yeah,
derived
so
from.
that's why the black population is even so low to this day because of the culture, and that still is that that's not the law no more, but it's the ripple effect. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So when we was little kids, man, I was probably 5. My brother maybe was in first grade, maybe second grade, and he came home and asked my mom what a nigger was. You feel me? Because a white boy on
Damn.
the playground was just like, they're going nigger. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He was confused.
Yeah, and so we learned about that. You feel me? It wasn't
Yeah.
very many black people. We was probably the only black people at the school. You feel me?
Right. Right.
Or brown people at the school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People that ain't white. And so my mom explained it to us. My real name is Mandela. My first name is Bo Mandela. So my
Oh
mom
shit.
named me after Nelson. You know what I'm saying? And so around my house, it was always Malcolm X on the wall. You feel me? It was always we learned how to read from the Martin Luther King book. You feel me? And of course, Filipino culture too. You know what I'm saying? And then my parents divorced. I had to be 5 or 6 when they divorced, and that's when my mama decided to move to Oakland. So this
Mm.
was culture shock like a motherfucker for me, going from
Yeah.
farm, you feel me, white Christmas, you know what I'm saying, to Oakland, you feel me? And she moved in. Um, she was married after she was dating somebody at the time. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And who she would marry eventually. Dude was like he wasn't all there. You feel me?
Right.
And so with the house that we moved into, there was a house, and then behind that house was a guest house. And you know how a guest house is. It's made for one person or a couple to come. You feel me?
Yeah. Like in
The
LA, just like in the guest house in LA type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the actual house was like foreclosed. Feel me?
Damn.
Boarded up. So we was renting the guest house. The guest house was big enough for you. It was a living room. You could probably jump if you really had some good hops to the kitchen, and then
Damn.
for sure jump to the bathroom. Like it was small. You feel me?
Just one room.
One room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. And the bathroom wasn't really no bathroom. It had a tub, and that was it. It was like a sliver of a room. You feel me?
Right.
And this is me, my 2 brothers, my sister, my mom, and this dude. You feel me?
Damn.
And I remember at one point my sister, because she was older, you know what I'm saying? So she was like 10 at that time. She kind of noticed him drinking. She a little sharper for sure. You feel me? She older than us.
Right.
And
Right.
she'll
She
be
was
she'll be
older.
counting the motherfuckers like, okay, he drinking kind of a lot. You feel me?
Right. Right.
And he ended up being crazy. He had kids. Dude was mad abusive. He never would beat on my mom. But what's crazy is he would beat on my sister.
What the hell?
And I think he was scared of our dad, you feel me? Because our dad was still in the picture, but like I said, my sister's dad wasn't around.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Psych. That's a
So
psych. Yeah. I see.
so sometimes when we did shit, all of us, she'll be the only one getting in trouble. So
Uh,
this was like my first struggles, you feel me? Living in Oakland, little ass house. This is when I first seen kids cussing, kids sagging.
right.
You feel me?
Right.
This was
Right.
this hit my stepbrother was telling me about Tupac. You feel me? Tupac from here. You don't know who Biggie is. You don't sag. You don't say nigga. You feel me? I'm just turned 6.
Yeah. You was really a country boy. You was like just with the family, like
You
family.
feel me?
Yeah.
You know, I remember my neighbors, man. It was a dog, bro. And you know, back in the 90s, man, them dogs used to be vicious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure you ran from dogs back in the day.
Hell yeah. Fucking
We ain't
right.
got we ain't running from dogs no more. The world done changed where I ain't ran from a dog and I don't know how long, you feel me?
That's crazy.
But we used to run, you know, we used to run from dogs all the time. It was
Yeah.
somebody had that one of them fighting dogs, you feel me? One of them crazy dogs to protect the yard. But they just left him when they moved. Just left him tied up
But
on a short leash. He was barking, bro, for days and days and days and days and days. Probably like 48 hours straight. He didn't go to sleep. Finally, the neighbor's kids, all the neighbor kids got so tired of him. I was tired of him too. Got so tired of him, they went and they beat the dog, bro. 2x4s,
get the
rubble,
fuck out of here, bro.
picking up bricks, glass. I mean,
Kids?
the kids. And their parents did not
Yo.
stop, and their parents did not stop them. You feel me? Rocks, dirt clods. Beat the brakes off that dog. You feel me? I've seen kids beat the brakes off each other. Like I
Right.
had never seen before. You feel me? I've
Right.
seen kids hit each other, you know, when I lived in Estacada. But
Right.
no, one kid beat his cousin up so bad the ambulance pulled up.
Yeah,
You
fighting
feel
like
me?
adults type shit.
Yeah, and they weren't even in middle school. So
Yeah.
that was Oakland for me. And I used to pray we would go back to Portland. I remember my older brother, my older sister, we all got into a huddle one night and planned on killing our stepdad. You feel me? We was talking about it like, man, we might gotta take him out.
Right.
Should we poison him? He's asleep right now. We could go get a kitchen knife, you know what I'm saying?
Something. Yeah.
And eventually, you know, it got so toxic, my mom was done, and we all piled into a U-Haul. You feel me? You know, U-Haul only the front seat. All of us,
Right. Right.
all four kids and moms piled into the U-Haul. We moved back to Portland. I remember it wasn't enough space on the seat for everybody, so somebody got to sit on the floor. I was happy, man. I sit on the floor.
Right. Right.
Let's go. You feel me? Boom. We moved back to Portland. And my memories of Portland at that time, because I think we were shielded from a lot of the reality of Portland. Because Portland's a really nice place, but at the same time, it's gangland. You feel me?
See,
And
that's what I
it,
was going
it
to ask you, but I was about to say, what's the dynamic from going to Oakland or coming from Oakland to going to Portland? Like, how is there any similarities? What's
as a as a
different?
as a young kid, it seemed like heaven compared. It seemed just way a million
That's
times
good
better.
though. That's good that you felt like
Yeah,
that.
my grandparents was there. And Portland is very green. And I went to Oakland like a week ago, and it was more green than I remember. But at the time, nobody had a lawn in Oakland. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
shit.
When I went to school, it was all blacktop. There was no playground. You feel me? Portland, you're gonna get a playground, a basketball court. You know what I'm saying? The ground, like bark, dust, grass, trees everywhere. You feel me?
Right.
So we lived in Portland for like maybe like 2 or 3 years, and then my mom wanted to move to Compton.
No, why you do this, mom? Mom, what is this that you're doing, mama? If
But
I take my
I will
voice.
say this, man. I appreciate Compton, even though at the time I didn't. And I kind of understand why moms did that because Portland is like 80% white, 76, 77% white. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
But from the section that I grew up in, it's very black. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's very Mexican. It's very Filipino.
Right.
It's very, you know what I'm saying?
The people of
I
color. You got people of
Yeah,
color
you know what I'm
there.
saying? That's
Yeah.
north and northeast. That's where I grew up. You feel me? But regardless, even those areas, still a lot of white people. You feel me?
Right. Right. Of course. Right.
But I understand when I moved to Compton, man, I would be in a whole in Portland. You know, it might be five of us black kids in the class, maybe even half black, but it's gonna be majority white kids. You feel me? In
Right.
elementary school, middle school, whatever. When I lived in Compton, my third grade class, there wasn't a white kid in it,
Wow.
and my teachers was black.
That's
All the teachers at the whole school was black. You know what I'm saying?
you know what it sounds like to me, bro? I ain't gonna lie, not to cut you off. Portland sound like a mirror of a southern state.
Yeah, to an extent, they tried that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you go to some of those southern states, some of them will be predominantly white, but a lot of them gonna be real black.
Like
You
here,
feel
like
me?
in Virginia, I know, like I done been to some shit. I know you done been to some shit in different states, but I can
Yeah,
tell you, even just like that's to give Virginia, because people don't be knowing like what's in Virginia. Now, of course, you got other pockets of races, like in Northern Virginia, you got the Ethiopian people, you got the
yeah,
Asian folks. Richmond, you got Asian, you got Cambodian, you got a few, but it's not. But most of the shit you want to see here is either black people or white people.
For sure.
You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? It's like,
For
but if I,
sure.
when I moved to LA, I'm seeing all these Hispanic people. I'm seeing all these
Yeah.
different, whole towns of fucking one race. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Even
like,
like
what the
even
fuck?
like different Europeans.
Yeah,
Not, you know what I'm
even
saying? Not
that.
just yeah. For
We don't
sure. For
have. It's
sure.
not like that really. It's little couple little shits, but no,
For sure.
it's more. I don't know. Is that how Portland like really was, or is just all the white people over
Well,
here just specks?
it's majority white, but then I would say the black is that we are pretty deep, but the Asians are deep too. You feel me? The Islanders are deep too.
Oh,
You know
like
what I'm
island. Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
when it comes to the people that ain't white, we all pretty deep, but not compared to the white people.
So
You
look,
feel me?
so how long between from when you was in Portland and y'all went to Compton? How long was you in? How long did that take? Type shit. Like, was you there a year, half a year?
When I was in Compton for like 2 2 3 years.
And how
I was
long was
in
you in Portland before you left?
probably like 2 2 years, maybe three. Yeah, about the
Okay,
same. About the same, yeah.
okay. So
But
yeah,
but I was
you
always
actually got
still
memories and
connected.
shit. You learned
Yeah, but
shit and things like that.
yeah, because I was in first grade, second grade for sure in Portland. Yep. I didn't go to Compton till yep, I didn't go to Compton till third grade. Yep. So I was in third grade when I moved to Compton.
So
And
what
the
was
thing is,
give me a Compton story. Give me a first like I don't want to say shell shock, but like something
yep.
totally that you've never seen in Compton. You know what I mean?
Well, for one, I heard gunshots every night, every day.
That's how it is in Richmond too. It's like that here.
If we didn't hear no gunshots, that's what we would say. Oh,
What the
let
fuck
me
is going
last night we
on?
didn't hear no guns. You feel me? The helicopter every night. The helicopter every night.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Um, all my homies knew how to crip walk, even if they didn't know how, or
Right.
even if their family was Bloods, everybody was still saying cuz. And I think it was because Snoop Dogg's influence at the time. He was the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing ever. You feel me?
Yep.
Just the whole blue side was huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then it was also people would go 15, meaning like if you get into an argument with somebody, they just gonna be like, man, if it go too far, just give me my 15 seconds, bro, and you got to
Right.
scrap for 15 seconds. You feel me? So that should be happening all the time, bro. Like, man, let's just go 15. You feel me?
Like this,
I'm
you
done
talking about
talking
like
about
on
this.
some random people or like the homies type
Your
shit.
homies,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
randoms. You feel me? Like yeah, but the homies. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
for
so that we
sure.
could
Yeah.
just get it out the way. Like, bro, we've been arguing for too long, bro. I'm done talking about this shit. Let's go 15. You
Right.
feel me? Motherfuckers be going 15 all the time, be best friends the next day. Like this shit crazy, bro.
Right.
But yeah, man. I remember my sister got shot at because she was wearing all red. You feel me?
Damn.
And she was probably like in middle school. You know what I'm
That sounds
saying?
like some traditional Compton shit too. Like if
Yeah.
I had nothing, if all I knew was like NWA and that, I'm like, yeah, let's Compton. Yep.
Oh,
Like
but
a
I'll
square white
also
dude.
say,
Yep.
man,
Yep. It's Compton. Yep.
at the time, my mom was Muslim, and we was in the Nation of Islam.
Me too. Me and my mom's too.
So when we lived in Portland, the mosque was small,
Right.
small. You feel me? It's like maybe 20 women on the women's side, 20 men on the men's side, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Small. When we moved to Compton and we go to the mosque in LA, to a little kid, it looked like a palace. You feel me? It was
Damn.
huge. You know
It's
what I'm
deep.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And my auntie Deidre was in the Nation. You feel me? And you know how it is. They drilling. You feel me? And
Militant. Straight
I
militant.
remember seeing my auntie Deidre drilling on stage and just being a star. You feel me? And I remember Snoop Dogg would come to the mosque. Ice Cube would come
What?
to the mosque. You feel me? So this is kind of where I started becoming inspired to make
What
music.
was hold on? What was Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube doing at the mosque?
Man, just being paying respects, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know the nation highly respected, especially
Right.
when it's like Farrakhan, and then you got Minister Tony. Minister Tony was the leader of the mosque in LA at the time, and he was so highly respected. You feel me? Like some of my best friends at the time were FOI, and they was Michael Jackson's bodyguards. So Michael Jackson would come to the mosque. You feel me? Like
Right.
it was like this. The mosque was so heavily connected with black people that
Mm.
naturally they was connected to the celebrities. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Compton, man, you hear Steve Harvey on the radio every morning. You know he's live. He's in LA. He's not far from you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Right.
hear Dr. Dre rapping about Compton. You hear that people have been successful out of Compton. You hear stories of Serena Williams, and you start to feel like if all these people made it out of here, then I can do the same thing. So it's kind of like a feeling of in Compton that just inspire you. You feel me? And so that's when I first started writing rhymes. I was probably like, fourth grade, third grade, fourth grade. Yeah.
Listen, I remember when I first when I first ever like went to go hang in Compton.
Yeah.
We went past the sign on like on Rose Press right there. It's like the Welcome to Compton sign.
Yep.
Right? Nigga, this how I knew Compton. And keep in mind I had been in LA for at least like 4 years at this point. Nigga, this how I do. When I go somewhere like and it's like I've never been there, it don't matter where it's at, I look at the ground. And if it's trash all on the ground, I know it's the gutter. But in LA it's kind of
For
different
sure.
because they force the street clean every other day. They got
Yeah,
they
for
mandatory.
sure.
But some places it's so much. But when we turn on that motherfucking Rose Press right there nigga, I looked at this shit. I said, "Oh yeah, we in the motherfucking hood for sure." But I'm talking about this shit so high, it's like you can't even if you step on that shit, it's trash on trash. Like nigga,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, this is built
Well,
up from like a week. This ain't no. There's no way nigga
yeah.
can throw this much trash in a day or two."
No. Yeah. For
I
sure.
said,
For
"Yeah,
sure.
this is Compton." I said, "Yep." I seen the
Yeah.
sign. I said, "Yep." And we turned right there. Ironically, we turned right there. We stopped. Where we had to go
Yeah.
was like right. I was like, "Oh my god, fuck it."
That's Compton, man. And all my Filipino side that's in the United States, they live in Cali. Majority of them, they live in LA.
Right.
So Carson is a very Filipino city outside of LA, basically in
I
LA.
heard I hear y'all talk about Carson a lot
Yeah.
from the
So my
songs. A
my
few of the songs I heard.
my
Yeah.
cousins lived in Compton. My uncle lived in Compton, and my cousins are both major DJs in LA, but they lived in Carson. And so I remember one time, we'll go over my cousin's house because we in Cali, they in Cali, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go over to my cousin's house, even when my dad wouldn't be in town. Feel me? We'll go over there. And I remember one time my uncle, it was time for us to go home, you feel me? And my auntie was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take the boys home." And my uncle was like, "Yeah, I'm coming with you." You ain't gonna go to Compton by yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
That
yeah,
shit.
man. And I used to pray to come back to Portland, man. Write my mom letters, man. Like, feel me? My proposal.
Oh, you really so what at that age? So how old are you at this age? You think?
I'm about 10. I'm about
All
10,
right.
9,
So at
10,
being
going on
that young,
11.
all right, being at 10 years old, what was it that Portland had? Like, why I had a hold on you so much? Like, what was it like?
My dad was there. My
Okay.
my 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 mom's siblings, and I didn't see the gangs and the struggle in Portland yet, so I wasn't even aware. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And in Portland, I hadn't really been as poor as we were in Compton. I remember food stamps in Compton at the time. It was before the card, so we actually had
The
actual,
papers. Yeah. The papers.
yeah, like they look like
Yep.
dollars. You feel me?
Yep.
And I remember one time, man, being so trying to buy something like a toy with them stamps, and then figuring out like what a food stamp was, and you feel me?
Yeah. I didn't know what
And
it was for a long time. I didn't even. But I remember. I know what it looked like. It was like
yeah,
red. Had
yep, yeah.
a few different colors. And
Oh
then
God.
damn. Oh, they got this on. What the hell is this on? Goddamn. First, I seen the light. Did you see that just now, bro?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not tweaking. I'm like, bro, this is some new shit. But the day I did learn what it was, I don't remember how old I was, but I was so young that I don't remember how old I was. But I was
Yep,
old enough to go in the store and be like,
yep.
she, she'll tell me she gave me that shit, and then I don't know, I remember that, bro. And I was like, I
Yeah,
came back out, and I'm like, because I finally realized like this is not a dollar. This is like
yeah,
what is this? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
I
what
ha-
is
I
that?
had to
But
learn the
yeah,
difference, man. But that's when I learned the difference. And in Compton, our electricity would go off. You feel me? Water
facts.
go off. You know what I'm
That's that
saying?
hood shit. That's the hood shit.
Yeah, and or I remember one time we didn't have no food. The government sent us some shit, and we had goat milk. And I remember just wasn't hitting like the you feel me? I remember being in Compton, man, when we got
What?
evicted.
Hold on. We can't. No, you can't escape that. What fucking cereal did you eat with the goat milk, man? Was it the
Man, it was
bootleg
probably
shit?
it was probably some Frosted Flakes, man, or like it was probably out of Frosted Flakes, so all that was left was the regular corn flakes. You feel me?
You got
We
to measure the sugar. You might if you
try
put
to
too
put some
much, you gonna get
try to put some
diabetes
shit
and
on there,
shit.
but at the same time, like when you ate the goat milk, It just was a
Nah, it just
whole
didn't
different
go. It don't. If the
situation,
goat don't
bro.
go.
No, yeah, bro. But I remember when we got evicted, we was in the nation, so naturally, Muslims was just letting us stay with them. You feel
Right,
me?
you got family. You got family. Yup.
Yeah. And I remember going and living with another family, man. They had 3 boys, 2 girls, and we got 3 boys, 1 girl, and then both moms. Bro, it was only 3 bedrooms, bro. You feel me? We were all sleeping in the living room. You know what I'm saying? I remember one night we all praying for Taco Bell. Like the parents is out. We fingers crossed they come home with some motherfucking Taco Bell. You
Right,
feel me? I remember trying to get my mom $1 because I had $1 and I knew the difference between stamps and dollars. Like I had $1. I said, man, if I go spend this, I feel bad. You feel me? Try to get my mom was like, no, you keep it. You know what I'm saying? But I remember moving back to Portland. You feel me? When I about 6th grade, and then that's when we moved to Northeast, and I was old enough to go to the store by myself or with the bros or whatever. That's when I start seeing it. This shit look just like the movie Colors, nigga.
yeah, oh, that's a classic right there, bro.
Yeah. So when we moved back to Portland, it was I was probably like 5th grade, and yeah, man, I started to realize, man, my little brother used to have to go to this tutoring program, and we used to walk down the street called Albina, legendary street in Portland, and then go to Killingsworth, legendary street. And it was so many Crips out there. I was scared. You feel me? As a young kid, I was like, "Yo, this is," because even in Compton, I would hear the gunshots. You might see them driving by in the lowriders. I didn't see a lot of gang members. I didn't see a lot of gang activity.
Like posted up, like outside, like
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard it. You feel me? You
right.
saw it on the news, but I didn't see them. You feel me? I remember one time when the Bloods pulled up to my elementary, and all the kids, a lot of kids knew them. I was too
Yo,
scared to
you
go
said it
over
like
there.
it was a. You said they pulled up like it's a pop up. Yo, I remember when the Bloods pulled up.
Damn
Like
near,
nigga,
bro.
y'all some kids,
They
nigga.
was deep low riders. You feel me? But this is somebody's uncle or dad or something. You feel me? I think they was
Oh,
coming
they
to
won't
pick them
no.
up.
They won't trying to cause problems. They were just pulling
Nah,
up
yeah,
like
they
to pick
they
somebody.
pulled up. It was after
Okay,
school. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody was getting picked up, but they were so deep. You know what I'm saying? They pulled up to the gate, and this is a gate that we don't even go out of. So he would probably have to go all the way around, but everybody ran to that gate. You know what I'm saying? And I chilled
right.
back. Feel me? They was like, oh yeah, that's the so and so's, and they're a gang and da da da. And I didn't go over there. You know what I'm saying? So I never really seen too much gang shit when I was in Cali. When I moved back to Portland, bruh, I'm
It
talking
was
about
turned
niggas was
up.
posted on the corner like Grand Theft Auto, bro. Like it was niggas was really, and it was like the year it was early 2000s, so niggas was like really wearing plaid shirts. You feel me?
Right.
Dickies, blue
Dicky
church hats.
pants and all that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
really having a bandana tied on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Really with the shit like oh damn. I'll be my back. That's like some
uh,
what's the
some.
what
Oh, okay. Hold on. Am I
you
back?
good? Yeah, I can hear you. Can hear me?
Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, hold on. I gotta turn my
Look, it did that.
sound back on or something. Somebody try to
It did
call
that
me, man.
damn
I had to
thumb thing
ignore
again.
that shit. All right, hold up.
You can hear me?
Damn, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you though. My shit.
Yeah. Refresh.
Come
Leave.
back in.
Yeah. All right. Hey man, your ass coming here capping some ASAP Rocky got killed. What is wrong with you, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say that, man? Let me shout out to Swiggle. That nigga Swiggle, man. We in here, you know what I mean? He said, my bad, gang. That's how I know your ass watch No Jumper. You sound like a straight No Jumper nigga, like a No Jumper watcher, the rawest ones though. Like y'all niggas be saying some shit. You had me looking real quick. I seen that, I'm like, oh no, ain't no way. But I know he in the middle of that shit though. But that's crazy you did that. You probably don't even give a damn either. Let me see what my nigga Swiggle at. Smash some likes when y'all. I know you be watching No Jumper. Smash some likes when y'all pop in this bitch, man. Smash some likes, man. Let's get them likes up. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My nigga Creative Tay, Sexy Lexi. Who else in here? Whoever in the bushes, Chris H, Dreary. I don't even know how to say your name. The nigga that just said ASAP Rocky died. That nigga smoking crack. I know you. That's how I know. Look, that's how I was like. I know you watch No Jumper, bro. You one of the extreme No Jumper motherfuckers. Hold on. All right, I got you. I got you, Swiggle. Hold on. Oh, you went to the private chat. Okay, cool. Let me get my name back in here. All right, you can hear
All
me?
right, we back, man. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, cool. It be happening sometime like that. You know how that go.
Yeah, but
Hey,
yeah,
look.
man.
So look. All right. So I heard you say, if I'm not mistaken, you was like, you wrote your first rap. I think did you say 4
I was probably 9.
or 9? Okay, you
I
was
was
young,
9.
but okay. So look, this is what I wanted to ask you about that, but I just wanted to wait to get to this point. I wanted to get through some of your story.
Yeah,
Well, let's just start at the basics. Who were some of your biggest influences, like coming up? Like not necessarily who'd you look up to as far as like, damn, that'd be cool to be on some. It don't gotta just be a rapper, like
for sure,
musicians,
for
celebrities,
sure.
whoever.
Well, I think initially, just to get the rap shit out the way, initially, um, this was the aftermath time. So this is when I lived in Compton. It was Dr. Dre, it was Snoop, it was Exhibit. Cash Money was coming out, so we saw Wayne,
Right,
and my cousins was burning CDs and shit. And when we heard Wayne, and they was like, "Yeah, he's a teenager," that blew our mind. Like, whoa, Bow Wow was out. You feel me? Bow Wow was
right,
middle school. So that was kind
right.
of like I heard Nip say this shit too, that when we seen them, it really as a kid made you like, oh, this is doable. Like,
Like
wait a
we could do
minute.
this. Yeah, like I could do this
Yeah,
shit.
like what? You feel me?
Hey yo,
So
listen. If you want Daniel, this nigga Bow Wow had the girls, man.
on God. On God.
Who wouldn't want to be like, all right, let me just get in that spot real quick, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, and then Master P put Romeo out.
Right,
So it was like all these kids and I think we really liked Romeo and Bow Wow because our parents let us listen to it. But we was fascinated by Wayne because he sounded like he
an
was
adult.
cussing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like, yo, he was tatted. It was like, yo, who
yeah,
is
like,
this dude? You feel me? Gold in his teeth and all of that. You feel me?
yeah.
But aside from that, bro, my dad plays guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, okay.
So some of my early memories, man, 3 years old, 4 years old, is seeing my dad tuning that guitar, man, playing classical shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
my dad would listen to Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, John Coltrane. He'll be putting on, you know what I'm saying, Prince, or everything, bro. Every Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the first time I heard rap. One of my earliest memories of rap is my dad cooking in the kitchen, probably some Filipino shit and just having an old radio, and Snoop came on. This is in Estacada.
What?
Yeah, that Snoop Dogg, yeah, that
That's
joint came on,
hard.
and my dad turned it up. You feel me? And he was telling me this is Snoop Doggy Dogg. You know what I'm saying?
Like this is that dude. Like he a
Yeah, and
big time person.
that's
Like
one of my first experiences of listening to rap. And then I remember my mom used to listen to that Blackstreet song with Dr. Dre. And
no diggity.
yep, she used to listen to that.
No
And that used to be
diggity.
my shit. Like when I was like 5,
Yeah, that
I
was
used to
yeah.
every time that
Yeah,
came
because
on,
it
I'll
was
be
Dre
like,
on the beat, right? Am
ooh,
I not mistaken? It's
yep,
Dre on the beat. Yeah,
yep,
it was
yep,
Dre on
on
the beat.
God. And he had a verse, you feel me?
And he had a verse, yep.
But then my mom listened to country too. So I'll be listening to
Okay.
just different shit, you know what I'm saying? But my mom listened to Motown type shit too. So Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire, Al Green, Luther Vandross, all of that stuff. You feel me? And then she was listening to TLC. She was listening to Eve. You know what I'm saying? So I always like female rappers too, because my mama listened to Lil
Right.
Kim. You feel me? So the range was so big. But then I didn't realize that my dad inspired me so much until I got older and looked back, because my dad was in the National Guard, and he could
Bro,
have
I
been
know what you. That's crazy. Just you saying a couple things that I never even said, and I can. Yeah, go ahead. My
yeah,
bad. That's
yeah.
crazy.
So he could have been a sniper. He could have been He could have been any of these things. You feel me? But he saw the opportunity to be in the band. The National Guard has an army band, and it's like this is damn near one of the easiest things you could do. Well, not even. I'm not gonna say easy, but it's different than going to secure the coast. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or do it so
Like
when
they gonna
you're
call you, they gonna call him if they need him type
if
shit.
they need
Like,
him, yeah, for sure,
yeah.
because he had to
Other
go
than
to
that,
when
nigga just keep making
yeah.
them beats. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
he had to go to
Yeah.
Hurricane Katrina when that happened. There's certain things, natural disasters. He did have to go get involved with. You feel me?
Right.
But for the most part, him serving was in the army band. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he
That's
had to
dope.
drill. He had to train. He did know how to shoot and all that. You got to do all that. You feel me?
Right.
But they would go on tour every year in the summer, all over Oregon, some places in Washington.
Oh, you mean like
And
an
so
actual tour, not an army tour?
an actual tour. Yep,
That's
an actual
hard.
tour.
That's
New
hard.
venue, new city, new hotel. And so growing up, ever since I was, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I would go on tour with my dad every year. And we'll be on the bus or in his car, driving city to city. He's performing every city. He's getting paid every stop. And we kind of get to do our own thing at the hotels. We in the pool. You know what I'm saying? And that inspired me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I'm used to being on the road and why I like that. Having the itinerary and going to the venue and so and we would see my dad on TV because when they have big parades, they bring the National Guard band out. You know what I'm saying? So we'd be always, certain days we looking for my dad on TV. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And then outside of that, he would do his own gigs. He would join bands. You know what I mean? So we'd be at the coffee shop. They want the band to play all night. You feel me?
Right.
So we'll get to the coffee shop at 6. We ain't leaving till 12, 1 in the morning. You feel me?
Right.
And my dad's performing all night. So we hoping that the other band members got kids. You feel me? We playing Game Boys. We might go sit and watch my dad perform for 20 minutes. You feel me? So just that my dad
That
always
that,
had
that
a
was in your household, kind of like that's it.
yeah,
Yeah, with your
yeah,
moms too. Like, yeah.
for sure. And my dad would always have a room just full of guitars, records, tapes, CDs, just a whole music room. You feel me? And so, yeah, so my pops really, really inspired me, man. I didn't realize till I was older, because I rap and he played guitar. So I didn't
Right.
really feel like,
See
but
the
then,
correlation. You ain't see the
yeah,
correlation.
you feel
Yeah.
me? But as I got older, it's like muscle memory of just being
Yeah.
on
It's the
tour.
same thing. It's just different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure. My dad's a
What? So look. So
professional
you said Lil
guitar
Wayne.
musician.
Hold on. You said Lil Wayne. You said Dre.
Yeah.
You said Mom and Pops. Who else? Anybody else?
Tupac for sure, but when I was in middle school, Tupac for sure.
Okay. See,
Heavy,
you
heavy.
got it earlier than me because it
Yeah.
took me. I don't know when. Well, I do know when. I started really. I was listening to Tupac before he passed away. Of course, he was a popular person. You would see his shit on any wherever, hear it sometime, or people had CDs, records at that time, and all
Yeah.
different type of double disc and all this shit, double
Yeah.
tape. So, but I didn't really get fully immersed into Pac until like after he passed, and it wasn't. I don't know, bro. I was so young that that's why I can kind of understand like these kids when they be choosing sides. I'm OTF, I'm NBM 4K.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
don't know because I was kind of like I didn't feel like I was bad boy, but I was like, oh, I'm over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like because I used to see the Vibe magazine that have like East versus West, like, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, even though
We
I'm
on
from
this
really the
side.
South, but it's the Southeast, but still, it's
Yeah.
like I'm
We on the
over here,
east.
so I guess I
Yeah.
can't like that person as a kid, though.
For
As a
sure, for
kid,
sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, how, like, you was fucking with Pop. You was already before East Coast West Coast thing happened. That was like your guy.
Nah, but you see, when I lived in Oakland, that's when Pac was still alive. I didn't really get into Pac until he passed too.
Yeah,
So
right,
when
right,
I was
right,
in middle
right, right,
school, he had passed already. You know what I'm saying? And then
right, right.
but this is when I was in middle school was like study time. We was into everything. We was finding artists people didn't know about. You feel me? Like I was buying like Lazy Bone solo albums, bro. You feel me? We was studying so heavy. I was getting
Hey,
E40 albums that none of my homies knew who E40
yo,
was.
I bet you got a hell of a hip hop like mental like IQ,
Yeah,
quote
yeah,
unquote, no
on
pun
God.
intended.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I look, he said
We was
Lazy Bones. So like, I already knew
yeah.
what that's where you was going with it. Like those random albums,
We was
like
getting deep, bro. You feel me? Dipset, yeah. The whole D12. I was listening
mm,
to Quali and Most Def. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. I remember. Me
We,
too. I there was a couple
yeah.
jams I like.
We was listening to Mac Dre. We was front to back of albums. Me and my brothers, like really studying, really trying to learn bars and learn. You feel me? So middle school came. That was like the dojo. We was like. So it's such a wide range, but then at the same time, I would listen to like Avril Lavigne. I would appreciate Avril
Right,
Lavigne. I would appreciate,
right.
you feel me, shit that like folk music, like you know what I'm saying, like pop music. I would hear something in it, like okay, it's this is so everything, man. It's just so eclectic, bro. But yeah, in middle school we was heavy, bro. CDs, like. We gotta listen to the Blueprint. You gotta listen to Illmatic. Okay, now we
Right.
gotta go. We gotta listen to Nas' entire discography. You
Type
feel
shit.
me? We
Type
gotta,
shit.
even so. Yeah, we was on
I'm the only
music.
child, so I didn't have. That's all I really. I mean, I had homies and shit, but
Yeah,
when I was at to be in the house at night, that's what I used to do. Just get in there, get the whatever magazines, whatever content, any, and just
yep,
get into it. Just play it, listen to the radio, nigga. How I first. This I was gonna ask you too, because when you first like, what was your? All right, hold on,
yeah,
because I'm gonna ask you that later. But I just want to know about your first time, like, really writing a rap or freestyling or rapping to the fucking radio box. Like, I remember this. I remember what I used to do is how I learned how to rap, or rather taught myself how to rap, and then I learned other shit. But I used to listen to the radio, and I used to get a composition book, black and white, regular composition, and I used to sit down and I used to read, like, if a Hot Boy song come on, I'll fucking rewrite every rapper's verse in their style. Like,
yeah,
I'll do but I wouldn't put me in the song. Right? I'm not in the song.
yeah,
And sometimes, and the only time I could hear the beat, I mean, I think at that time we had like fucking Bear Shares. I don't know, we had a couple, but that shit was like, if you got internet back then, it was like use the phone or use the internet. It was like your
yeah,
mama would get on your ass, like, and then you was lucky to even have internet when you did if you had the free trial. But
for
so it's
sure.
like, you know what I mean? I'm like, nigga, I remember that shit. Like, it, it, it's just different when you really think back at shit.
Yeah, for
You know what
sure,
I'm saying?
for sure.
It opens like you was saying, like you was like, damn, I didn't even know how much my pops,
Yeah,
really me, bro. I didn't know that until before I went to prison, bro. I didn't know that they was even as big as my dad rap.
yeah,
He was him and my uncle then was the first actual signed, recognized, wrote about, published artists from where I'm from, and I'm like, I knew that they rap. I thought they just was. I know they like rap with Rakim a few times. I'm thinking them niggas just on the corner rap. I don't know what they was
for
doing
sure, for sure,
because I
for
was in
sure.
the. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
when you look back on shit, it's just different, and that's how I taught myself how to rap. And I look back and I'm like, yo, I really taught myself how to rap, like imitating motherfuckers raps. And then one day I just had an awakening. I was like, so I went from doing that, and then I started like, I said,
yeah.
I'm gonna make right shit now.
That
But I'm gonna
reminds
have
me
my own
of that
name.
J. Cole line when he said, I mimicked your cadence, I mirrored your style. I don't remember the exact bar, but I tell people that when they be struggling to learn shit, I be like, man, you need to go listen to somebody and put your own words in their cadence. Like you need to
Right. So
take their
how
cadence.
was your first style? Like how did you like? Because I know your first style on how you rhyming now.
Yeah, man, my
What you
first
was on?
rhyme.
Like you was on some Cameron shit? What the fuck was you on? Like
I don't even know, but I was lying like a motherfucker. We was lying.
ah,
We was
hey, he keeping it
lying.
100, y'all.
And we
Niggas
was
lying
recording
like shit.
on tapes. We didn't have
Yeah.
shit, so we just found some ghetto shit from my dad had in the garage. You feel me? Plugged it in, and you gotta have a speaker over here playing the beat, and you gotta rap at the same time. It's one take, Jake. You can't mess up.
Right.
That's how we initially start rhyming, and we was writing raps, and we didn't know bars, we didn't know shit, and then later on, my mom she put us in this community center at the Salvation Army, and Man, we was trying to kick it in the summer. We was like, man, we just got Grand Theft Auto 3, PlayStation 2. We in the house, bro. Summer hit, we waking up stoked. Like, we finna get some cereal, jump on the game. Mom's
Man,
was like,
tell me
nah,
about it.
you gotta go outside, go down the street, go to this program. We like, what? Ah, you feel me? But we go, so we go there, man, and one of the first things that we notice is there is a booth. There's a recording booth, and it's free
Mm,
to the community.
mm.
And during the summer, it was kids in there learning how to use the equipment, but they were doing like mock news, the weather, just to learn how
That
to,
sound like some back in the day shit. Yeah,
yeah, just to learn
yeah,
that, they had an instructor just to learn. So we was like, I don't want to do it, act like I'm a
yeah.
news reporter. Like I'm gonna, it's about 20
Let's make our
computers in
own
there.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about 20 computers in there. So we were just going there and using for shit, doing bullshit, you feel me, looking at anime or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And so when the school year hit, we were still going there after school. And we start to notice there's a bunch of teenagers up here and they all rap.
Mm.
A lot of these niggas is from gangs. A lot of these niggas are well known. They from big, well known families. These niggas can dress. This is like a school to me. You feel me? I looked up
Hmm.
to these dudes. Like, they knew how to use Fruity Loops. They knew how to use the Trident. They knew how to sample. They
Hold on,
knew
this was in Compton or Portland?
this is Portland. This
Oh,
is Portland,
that's
North.
why you fuck with Portland like that, because you
This
really
is
tied in.
Northeast
That's a
Portland.
genuine memory right there. Like,
hmm And this is
yeah.
when you get to know a homie and he's just showing you beats and y'all talking about revolutionary shit. He's teaching
Hmm.
you bars. He's showing, and this nigga's 16. He looked like
Mm.
a grown man to me, but I'm
Right.
12. I'm 11. And then you get to know him and get to know him as an intellectual. And then you
Mm.
find out, oh, he's a Crip. And it kind of changed your mind about gangs, about the world, about so many things. Because you're like, bro, one of my homies, one of my close homies is a Crip. And he's like a regular dude. You feel me? He just
Right,
like me.
right,
You feel me?
right, right.
You start learning about different gangs, different streets and shit. Because that's that, this is when I first met Bloods. This is when I first met people from, it's a gang in Portland called Failing. It's a gang, and a lot of gangs from LA came to Portland too. So there's the Inglewood families, and these people will come up there and they'll be rappers and they'll teach you something. They'll people from GDE, people from, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And this was like a real training ground. You feel me? A real school. You feel me? For music and culture. You know what I'm saying? And my man, shout out to Teddy Loke. I was just on the phone with my bro Teddy Loke. Man, he taught me a lot there. Gil Gates. You know what I'm saying? Big Game James. And you'll look at these dudes like icons. You feel me? Like, because they know how to rap crazy. They know how to use the MPC, and it's not everybody. It'll be like that dude right there. He know how to use the MPC. You want to learn? You gotta go talk to bro. Or that
Right,
he the best at Fruity Loops. Go
right.
holler at him. You trying to get your Fruity Loop shit up? Oh, he know how to do the graphic design.
So hold on,
You feel me?
this you met a lot of these people at the center.
Yeah, it was the Salvation Army, and they had a
Oh, the
computer
Salvation Army.
clubhouse. They had a
Okay,
computer clubhouse, and
that's fire.
so yeah, man, that's when I started recording my first raps. I remember asking one of the homies for beats, and he was like, "For what? You feel me? Like you just be in here
I'm
sitting on the computer. Like, what do you mean you want beats for what?" I'm like, "I rap."
about
He
to
was like,
rap, yeah,
"He like
bro.
you rap? I see you every day here at a studio that's free. All you gotta do is sign up, and
Mm,
you don't." He said, "I'm not giving you no beats until you go sign up. As soon as you sign up, you're gonna have beats." You feel me? I was nervous
right.
as hell because that booth wasn't really soundproof. So when you recording your shit, you performing for the whole clubhouse. And there's gonna be
Mm.
20 people in there, you feel me? And so I remember, frog in my throat. I went and
And
signed up.
it was 20 youth too, right?
Yeah, but they all in
So,
high school and it's a couple adults supervising us. And to me they look
them
like,
niggas in high school ready to roast you. They for
yeah,
sure ready to roast
and we the only middle schoolers, me and my older brother.
you. They're ready to roast at any
They're
given
ready.
moment.
I remember, bro, they put us on a remix to the if you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. And they
Sean
remixed it
Paul,
for, yeah,
Young
they
Bloods.
remixed it for Portland, and they put me and my little brother on it because I'm the older brother because we was the dudes. At the time my name was Left Lane, his name was Traffic. And since we the
Okay,
only little dudes coming up there every day, everybody kind of take a liking to us. Like these the young rappers, they are young homies, you feel me?
right, yeah,
And so
yeah.
this the first time they offering that y'all get on this song. You feel me? They're like both of y'all do 8 bars. I'm like, all right, you feel me? I don't know what a bar is. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit. Type
We
shit.
come back with
A
like
line?
15,
Goddamn.
15 and a half bars, 16 to 17
Yo,
bars or
I
something. You
know.
feel me?
I couldn't always count them. I didn't know what that was at first. Like what? I thought it was a sentence.
You feel me? And so I remember getting there and the homie being like, nah, you niggas got way too many bars. And like, oh, we kind of trying to play it out there like, you don't know what bars are, huh? And they just taught us right there. It's you
Right.
count like this.
Yeah.
It's a four count. The snare is always on the 2 and the 4. They showed us
Mhm.
on the free loops. This is how you make your beats. You line it up like this, da 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 da. And they just schooled us right there. And I remember they took our parts off. That was too extra. They told us, you in right here. You feel me? They put us on the song. And I remember when the CD came out, my brother was still on it, but they took my verse off because it wasn't good enough.
I done got a verse took off like maybe
You
once
feel
or
me?
twice. But it was the homies though, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get I knew it was wrong. What
Yeah.
happened? Why they take your shit off?
I wasn't up to par with everybody else. And
Just
to
yeah, on
me,
some still, yeah.
it hurt my feelings. I probably cried when I went home.
Damn. I mean, you
But
was
at
a
the same
kid. Like,
time, motivated me.
I don't think I even. I think. See, I didn't start even recording actual shit until high school. When I was in middle school, we was rapping in the garage
Yeah.
on the fucking the cassette record, like the shit that the police have. That when they get in the thing back in the
Yep.
day. Go ahead, speaking the thing in the fucking interrogation back in the '90s interrogation
Old
probably.
tape recorder, the little
Yeah,
yeah.
old ass, the big bulky one. So we was on some shit
Okay.
like we'll link up there, and we all we had was at the flea market they had somebody made beats. It was some niggas around there making beats and trying to be rappers, but they was like posting up at the flea market with their own booth. That's really was boss at that time. But
Yeah.
they was like 23, 20. But we'll just either get if we don't get instrumentals from them, we'll just get we'll nigga if somebody have a CD with the song and then the instrumental version.
Yeah.
However, we got to get it, or
That's how we just do that all the time too. Yeah.
it was so scavenger, bro. Like it was just,
For sure.
and we'll just rap on the fucking. But it'd be like six of us and shit. We'll rap. I don't even think we won't even like smoking weed at this time. We might nigga might have hit a black or something like rap, but it
Yeah.
wasn't even the whole thing was this is like sixth grade type shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like
Yeah.
it
That
was
that
it was
that,
it was
that
the camaraderie.
I was probably like sixth grade too.
Yeah, it's
You
the
know what I'm
camaraderie.
saying?
It was fun. It was like this is the dope shit. Like nigga, we can do because everybody wasn't doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we
For
all had
sure.
girls and the girls like this, and we was all dope. Some when I say all, but a few of us was some athletes that was nice.
Yeah.
Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like we was
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I
For
ain't say niggas was
sure.
rich enough, but everybody's family was pretty like regular in a sense, whether it's a single mom or but you know, till we know you don't know if you live in nobody's household, anything be happening. But yeah, from the psychology that I was hearing at the time, we all was like them niggas, and it was like we wasn't even thinking, let's go record this shit and make a thing. We was just like, you come to the garage late after school.
Yeah.
All right, pull up, bro, pull
For
up. You know
sure.
what I'm
For
saying?
sure. Okay. Okay. You see, when I was at the South, that was the first time I heard my voice, and it was a stage mic, so it was a terrible recording quality. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But it was the first time I heard my voice in headphones over the beat. Like it was like another realm. It was the first time of like, okay, it's recorded. I can put the CD in my CD player. I remember pressing play and being like, shit, I'm in that motherfucker. Like, what is this? You
Saying
feel
nigga,
me?
I'm a star, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
So
star.
I remember I recorded a demo. The homie
Yeah.
gave me those beats. Bro, I had 5 songs solid. Like, you feel me? And I be handing bitches out at school. I'm the only kid at school with an album. You feel me?
Ooh.
It's crazy. So I started developing my fan base in middle school. You feel me? I'm at
Yeah, you
summer camp.
started
Oh
early.
yeah, I got an album. You feel me? Even though it's just a burnt CD with my name written on it, nobody else
Buddy.
has it.
Nobody else had
Nobody
it.
except for my brother and our homies
But that's y'all.
that
That's
are
still y'all
older.
though. That's
Yeah,
still
that are
y'all though.
and we the
Yeah.
only little niggas too. Like we knew high schoolers that had it. We was the only little. So when I was grinding, I started being in the studio every day, like signing up. I don't care. I'm signing up. I'm there. I'm leaving school early,
Right.
signing up. You feel me? And I
I'm
remember
in there.
having
Yeah.
recording probably like at the Sal middle school. I probably recorded over 100 songs. Showed them to all my homies.
What?
Showed them, yeah, bro. I remember doing an album, bro, that was like
Damn.
15 songs on each album, like as many songs as I could fit on a CD. It was a double disc. You feel me? I think I called it "Time Is Money." Little nigga, bro, and I remember one time they had
I got a joke called "Time to Get Paid." We was in high
yeah,
school. We was. I see what you was on. I'm picking up what you put
yeah,
down.
you
It's
know what
time
I'm
to win.
saying?
They go
And
his
so
shit.
I remember one time they had an overnight at the South, and
Okay.
I slept in the booth, recorded all night. Everybody was asleep, I'm still recording. You feel me?
Fuck that. I'm about to take this advantage. Like,
Yeah, you
fuck
feel me? And so that was when, and I remember like towards the end of the South, that dude that took me off the song, and him when I was doing one of my last mixtapes I was doing at the South, he was like, "I need to get on your mixtape, bro," and that just touched me. You feel me? Because it's like this the dude I looked up to. He the one that sharpened me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Took me off that song. You're not good enough. We'll get better. Then you'll be on my next project. You can't make this one. Everybody on this one's at this level. You feel
Yeah.
me? And I remember when he was like, "I need to get on your shit." You feel me?
Yeah. He seen
And
the
that shit
growth. He's
was
like, yeah,
like,
you not.
ooh.
You could. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all of them guys always used to tell me you're the greatest. They used to be
Right.
like, when we was in middle school, we wasn't as good as you. You're gonna be better when you get to high school. You're gonna be
Mm.
better than me. And they used to tell me that, bro. They said
Yeah. That's how you know when they say that.
they instilled that in me. Even if I didn't believe it, they instilled that in me. They'd be like, bro, you gonna pass all these niggas, bro. Don't let nobody tell you. You and your brother got it. Y'all the ones. They instilled that shit in me, bro. Young. So by the time I got to high school, I was like, can't nobody fuck with me. I'm rap battling niggas. I'm but I started getting booked for shows in high school. You know what I'm saying? I opened up for D12, Immortal
Okay.
Technique, and Dead Prez all before I was 21. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You've been had your grind turned up. You've been on it. You've been
Yeah.
focused. You've been laser focused. Like.
Yeah. I remember I had a Haitian homie, man, and I brought him up to the South. This is when we was in high school, and we recorded a song, and he was like, "I appreciate you bringing me up here, but this just woke me up because we can't record here no more." And I'm like, this nigga talking about this my spot, like nigga, this is where we record at, bro. This spot
Why he
changed
say
my life.
that?
He said this ain't high enough quality. It's not
Oh,
good enough.
okay. Well,
And
fucking go.
he told me he was Haitian and they work hard as hell. You
Yeah,
know Haitians,
I
right?
know. Yeah, I'm familiar.
And
Yeah.
so he already had a car, high school.
Yeah, they
He
just
had
working, it's going
he had
crazy.
multiple jobs. He was getting money. And so he told me he was like, I'm a I'm a build us a studio. Oh, I'm like, all right, I'm hard headed. I got to see it to believe it. You gonna build a
Right.
studio? All
Yeah,
right,
I
man.
just let me know when
I'm
it's ready to come in there.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be back at the South.
Right.
You feel me? This nigga talking about, you feel me? I
Right.
damn near feel like same week he called me to his house. He was like, yeah, he told me his address. Turned out he lived right around the corner from me. We in the hood, you feel me?
Right.
I'm like, this where you live? Like, nigga, I could have walked to your house all these years, you feel me, to know
Yeah,
you live
Ben
here.
could have, yeah.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, it's my house. Boom. He bought a Mac, he bought a interface, and he bought a mic. And I was mind blown. I never seen nobody invest like that. I never
Mhm.
seen nobody believe like that. I said,
Yeah.
we started recording that day. We had
I know it.
Ableton.
Y'all
We,
better have.
we
Fuck
had
you mean.
Ableton the demo. We could only record 4 tracks.
Hey,
You know,
fuck it. We about to do something today.
on God, because you can export it and put it back in, do another 4. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Facts.
So
Facts.
we start recording songs, man. Me and my Haitian homie Anael, we start recording songs, man, and he just kept upgrading the booth till it was known in the hood that we was the niggas with the studio. So
Yeah.
we start putting other rappers in there with us. We doing features, we charging people for studio time, and so that was a whole journey in high school, and we was popping in high school, bro. Um, my label is called La Familia. At the time, we was called USA La Familia. We used to wear the flags and shit, and kind of be ironic, like saying "fuck America" in songs and then wearing the flags. You know what I'm saying,
Right,
just
right,
being
right,
out there.
right.
You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, we had a buzz, man, and there was some other young groups too that had buzzes too, you know what I mean? But we was throwing our own shows and we was throwing parties and popping up on stage at the party. You feel me? If somebody was having a party, they want to book us, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we started going crazy in high school, you know. We started putting shit on MySpace and YouTube and finding people having access to our music outside of just being able to have it on their iPod or getting a CD or some shit or MP3 player. So high school, that's when the fan base started getting even thicker because we started throwing hella parties, bro. We started throwing our own events. Uh, starting to figure out how to earn a living off of this shit and
Yeah,
selling
y'all was. I
tickets
mean,
and
I like that. Like that's
yeah.
early. You got it earlier than me, bro. I didn't get that till after school, high school, nigga.
And that's
Really,
because
like,
man, low key man, when we was getting booked, man, it was a white dude booking us, and you always hear the horror stories about the industry. You feel me? And so my homies would be like, "Man, you getting paid for this?"
Man, white dude probably was paying y'all on time, though. I bet you.
And now he broke it down to me because a couple of them shows we did for free, and he was like, "Yo, let me just show you this shit real quick. I paid this much for the venue. I
Right,
had to pay D12. I had to get their plane tickets, their rooms. You know, Bazaar want a bottle of Hennessy.
right,
I had to all of this. We paying security. We you know." And he
right,
was like, "And this is what I'm making. So I'm trying to break even." So he was like, "Yo, if I got some money at the end of the night, I will pay you."
right.
And then he actually got us a grant from the city to throw our own concert and rent. We had to get a sound system. We rented out a venue. We paid security, and that was him basically like, "Yo, this is how you do it." So you can understand why
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I can't pay you. So now you can understand it's on y'all whether y'all gonna make money or lose money. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Morgan. He did that for us, man. He gave us a grant, and that's when we rented out our first venue. And yeah,
So
we was
look,
kids,
look.
man.
Shout out Morgan. This is what I wanted to ask you too, before we get up out of here, because we about to get to some other shit. Um, were you always you already said that, yo, my name is Mandela. I didn't even get a chance to, that's hard as fuck. That's actually hard as
Yep,
fuck. But so was you always, your rap name always Swiggle Mandela? Because I'm gonna tell you a couple I had. Back when I was talking about, I was right, when I thought I was going, one of them was S Dog.
yep.
He said, yeah. One of my shits was, it was S Dog, Pelican Blow, goddamn Styles E face, Styles Z face, Pelican Blow. Nigga come with all of the dough. Like, nah, nigga,
Yeah.
you don't have dough, my nigga. You gotta go to school tomorrow. But did you
Originally, I
have
was
any
left
other
lane.
shits?
Originally, I was left lane. I was left lane, and
Oh
my
yeah,
brother was
left lane. That was
traffic.
the only one?
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
and then I
okay.
became left lane Mandela,
Uh,
and then eventually the left lane just dropped.
right,
One of my good friends told me that one day because somebody made a diss record about me, and that was when we was in high school, and they were saying Mandela, Mandela, because I used to just go by Bo. Nobody knew my name
right.
was Mandela, and the homie said, "Man, why is he saying that though? What does that have to do
That's
with
a lot
you?"
of pressure though. I wouldn't have said told nobody my name Mandela neither. That's a lot of
It
pressure.
started off as a kid, and when you tell people, you gotta say it 50 times. But I remember Pac's mom, she said, you know, when you gotta say your name more than once, it builds character. That's why she named him Tupac. You feel me? But yeah, when you go, you know, first grade, everybody stand in a circle, go around. What's your name? Bo Mandela. Huh? What? Bo Mandela. Wait, say it again, for. Just call me Bo. You know
Right,
what I'm
type
saying?
shit, type shit.
And so I remember the homie was like, "Man, what the fuck is that, bro? Why did you say that?" I said, "Man, that's my whole name. That's why I was offended." You feel me?
Yeah, that's my
And
actual name. Like,
yeah, and he was like, "Bro, your name is Mandela,
look,
and
that's why I ain't want to
and
say that, nigga.
and he said, and that's not your rap name."
Oh, that's a real friend right there.
He was like, "Bro, that's got to be your name. You got to put that on records, bro." I'm like,
Yeah,
"For real?" He was like, "Bro, that sound like Wiz Khalifa. That sound like
right,
some real marketable shit, bro. That's
right,
you feel me?"
right.
And I was like, you know, I'm like, he was like Talib Kweli or some shit. Like you got one of them names, bro.
Like it's
I'm
a
like,
name. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
He was like Tupac. That's his real name. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let me. I was like, let me think on it, and that's when I started going by Left Lane Mandela, and eventually it was just Mandela because I went on a journey, man. I actually went to Boston, and
Okay.
it was a rite of passage, man. It was a group of men. We was black men. We was all learning from each other, and there was some people from Cali, there was from Peru, there was some people from Boston, there was people from all over the United States, and we all kind of came to learn. And I remember when I introduced myself, I did what I usually do. My name is Bo Mandela, but y'all can call me Bo. And the leader of this meeting stopped the whole shit. He was like, "Wait, what? Your name's what?" I said, "Bo
Right.
Mandela, but I go by Bo." He said, "The whole time we are here in Boston for this week, you're going to go by Mandela. Nobody's going to call
Mhm.
you Bo." You
That's
feel
your
me?
real name. Like that's. It's
Yeah.
not like we just saying you look like Nelson Mandela. We
Yeah.
like that's, you have to.
hmm
That's
And so
because you did what? That's
that
easy.
changed my mind. You feel me? Because and it was like, yeah. So after Boston, I was probably like 17. It was just Mandela. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to brand myself because when you search up
Right.
Mandela, I never popped up. You feel me? You
That's
try to
why I
Google
even added.
me.
I was just IQ first. I had to add my real name at the end because when I
y-
came home from prison, it was a bunch of fucking random IQs, and it was all. I ain't trying to shit on nobody, but they won't. I need to separate myself, but I was like,
You
do
gotta
I be
separate
do I
yourself.
do 2 Chainz and like? But I was like, I don't want to do 2 Chainz because he was
Hmm.
Titty Boy at first. I said, but I got to keep
Not the
this.
full switch. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had so much shit in the algorithm already because I've been doing it from young, like how you
And
was.
people know you as IQ.
So I was
Yeah.
like, let me just like, and it's ironic you said this. The third thing, ironic thing you said tonight that I can relate to. He was like, your boy was like, niggas like, where's Khalifa? I was thinking, all right, IQ Shaheed. I mean, because that's my actual name, and then
Yeah.
I'm keeping the persona name, and then it's like,
Yep.
shit, where's Khalifa? Kevin Gates, them
Yep.
niggas like
Yep.
Mike
On God.
Jones. That was like, I can do
On
that, and it's
God.
still, and
On
if they
God.
type it up, it'll still 9 times out of 10 I'll pull up in some way,
Yep.
even if they just type IQ. You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure. For sure. You're
That's
gonna be an
okay. I
option.
relate to that.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
But
sure.
yeah, and then the Swiggle that came from, we had a big homie. I'm gonna rest through this story because it's a crazy story. But we had a big homie. His name was Swag. He uh he had songs with Jim Jones. That's what kind of let us know that was possible. This was 2010. He had songs with Nipsey Hussle. He had
Right.
songs with he went on tour with 50 Cent in Europe. He was doing crazy big things. He was on MTV Jams when I first seen him in a music video with Jim Jones. He had a chain that had Oregon, Washington, and California on it, and the I-5 lot with Black Diamond. So we never
Flooded
seen
out type
nobody.
shit.
Yeah, we never seen nobody rep Oregon. We never seen nobody rep Washington. So we're like, who is this? They in Seattle driving around Ferraris and shit. It's crazy.
Mm.
Um,
That shit on
some
YouTube, huh?
Yep, yep.
What do people need to look up to see that?
It's called Swaggin'. Swag featuring Jim Jones. Swaggin'. Also, he
Right.
got the one with Nipsey Hussle music video classic. Swag featuring Cocaine and Nipsey Hussle. Bigger than you think.
Okay.
Crazy shit, man. He got a lot of dope shit. Juvenile. He made a lot of music, but he was living in Seattle, doing it really super big. One day he came to town. He was selling features. This is the first time that we kind of started getting hip to buying and selling features.
Right.
And
Right.
one of my homies called me Mackin. Shout out to Mackin. He a big blood from our city. And he said, man, there's a dude in town. He's looking for artists who are ready to do features. I'm not ready. I figured I'd call you. I'm like 20 years old at this time. I'm working at the Bureau of Transportation. It's like a fucking internship. I'm calling
Mm.
back on the office phone. I can't be on my cell phone. I'm like, was he on MTV with Jim Jones? He said, yeah, that's him. So I said, okay, let me call the team, see if we gonna put this money together. So we gave him like $500 or something, did a feature called Northwest Coastin'. Shit went crazy because he was going crazy at the time. We did like 100K on YouTube. We never did no shit
Okay.
like that. You feel me? We go to Seattle, actually, Bellevue to be exact, it's outside of Seattle. He's in mansions. We drive around BMWs, Range Rovers. He's taking us to radio stations. We supposed to go meet up with Keith the Sneak. We smoking out the jar. You feel me? Shit I never experienced.
Just some like
But
next level shit for you at that time.
and he was giving us game all the time. We like, yo, can I do a song with Jim Jones? He said, man, you can. Just get your money right. You can do whatever you want. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You can do yeah.
Yeah, just telling us the whole game. And so when he took us to the radio station, I remember we jumped out the car and somebody seen him and he go by Swag and they was like, yo, what up, Swiggle? It's kind of like Jigga, Wheezy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Drizzy or something.
Yeah. So when I
Yeah.
heard that Swiggle, it kind of was like, well, that's dope. And I would hear him say it on songs like Swiggle. That was him. It was short for Swag. And
Right.
then we got so locked in with him, my little brother became Lil Swag. You feel me? But
Right.
crazy thing is, Big Swag was like Nicky Barnes. He was like Frank Lucas. You feel me? And now all this shit is public record, so I ain't snitching or telling or no shit like that. Cause
Okay.
he got arrested like about a year after us kicking it. You feel me?
Damn.
It was entrapment. The police pulled FBI pulled up with 60,000 pills. Told him they had it. He pulled up with the
What?
money. You feel me? Yeah, you could look him up, man. Northwest
What?
Nicky
That was
Barnes,
out
bro.
Portland.
That was in Seattle.
Out Seattle. Okay. Okay.
Untouchable nigga, man. He made a lot of money, bro.
Damn.
And
That's crazy.
he
He's
was
still up. He's still gone.
nah. He came home. He had a really good lawyer, and he did federal time. So
Okay.
he was selling OxyContin. They took $1 million out of his house.
Right.
You feel
Right.
me? But the cold part is I think he probably spent he spent a lot of money, 15 to 50 bands on lottery tickets. So his wife hit the lottery. You feel me?
What?
And so yeah, when he
Niggas
came
doing
home,
extracurricular jugging. Nigga,
yeah,
what? The
bro.
lottery jug is
Yeah.
crazy.
So when he came home, he was good, and and then my older brother went to jail too. So when they was both locked up, that's when I was like, I need to put the Swiggle in front of my name so I can represent for them,
Right.
and I need to separate myself and brand myself. So when they was locked up, I remember sending a letter to the feds like, bro, I'm finna put Swiggle in front of my name. Is it good? You feel me? I'm finna be Swiggle Mandela, and he gave me the green light. And then I start pushing that Swiggle shit crazy heavy, Swiggle Mandela, and that became like a household name around here, you know. So yeah, that's where it came from.
Damn. Um,
Yeah,
that's some real shit though. Like I can see where the inspiration come from, and then you like your man get tore off, and he
yep,
got to go sit down. It's like damn. Like then you said bro was locked up too on it.
yep. My older
Cause I
brother
think
got
cause
locked up,
bro
man.
rapping shit, right? That's bro that be in
Yeah,
the video.
he's the one that spearheaded the whole Jim Jones movement. You feel me?
Yeah, bro be
Yeah,
snapping too. I was gonna ask you about him. All right, so look, all right. Let me ask you this too. This is Mando, I think. I think this is Mando. We
yeah,
was talking about the whole Filipino culture, the influence from how
yep,
you had Filipino and black. I
yep,
want to like touch on that real quick. So it's like
yeah.
he said, my nigga Edwin said, "Fuck with you, Swiggle." Pause. Shout out Edwin.
Hey,
Um,
shout out, man. Appreciate you, dog.
I don't think I need to ask you this because you already really said that. Like, why you really speak on your culture, the Filipino culture, so much? Do you have anything to say about that? Like, why do you speak on it so much? I feel like I already know what you're gonna say.
Um, well, for one, it's it's my history, it's my culture. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on, don't go too far. This I only ask you that because some people who are different cultures, who are
Yeah,
in the rap game, music game, they don't really yell. You yell to the mountains, like they
yeah, for
know,
sure.
like nigga, they gonna know. They already know what how they know. I'm not. It's nothing to hide.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah,
for sure,
from the
for sure.
visuals to what you saying, I
Yeah.
told you I tapped in. I tapped out. I was like, okay, yeah, he rapping that shit. It,
Okay, so for one, it's natural, like you say, it's natural. You feel me? I grew up with my dad. I grew up eating adobo. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I grew up at my cousin's house eating pancit. Singing
You
some
already you
singing.
answered my next question. I'm about to say, what's your favorite Filipino foods? But go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, yeah. And so naturally, just in my music, I always spoke on it, and I always wanted to represent that. You feel me? But I will say, from a marketing standpoint too. You know what I'm saying? I remember my brother when he was locked up, he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, if we can get the Filipino people behind us, we could kind of be like their Big Pun. You
hmm
feel me? We can kind of be like, you look at Pitbull. Part of the reason he's so big is because he got a whole country, another country behind him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
The
so
the
he was like,
Cubans.
"Yo, yeah." He was like, "We could be like Fat Joe. We got to lean into that." You feel me?
Everybody needs somebody to cheer for.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the black community always supported us so heavy, especially where I'm from, in places that I go. You feel me? And so then we just started to realize, man, especially so it was always in the music, but then I went viral on that song Big Flip. The song
Okay.
Big
Oh yeah,
Flip.
I had looked at it today. Yeah, Big Flip hard. I fuck with Big
A
Flip.
song that it blew up all over the world.
Yeah, that shit is
And
fire.
especially in the Filipino culture and Filipino communities all over the planet.
It was fucking with that.
And and they and when once those thousands and thousands and thousands of people discovered me, they went back and found my old joints. Like I got a joint called Adobo that came out in 2019. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And now that's trending. You feel me? This
hmm
this we that song is so 2019. It's like 5 years old. You feel me?
That's
But
you see, you know how
now it's
that's how
having a
today's game is.
yeah.
The
Now
game
it's
is like
having
that
its
today.
resurgence. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's having its moment now. And so now it's like I have to represent because I'm an icon in the Philippines.
Okay.
I'm such a big artist and growing artist in the Filipino community that it's like they're asking for it. They're looking for it.
Do you have you
They
heard of
own
Noah O?
it. Mm-mm.
I gotta link you with Noah O. He's from Richmond. He's Filipino. He's from the Bay originally, but he came up.
I
I
might
gotta link.
I
That nigga
might
got his
have
own store. He like Nipsey here, nigga. He
and
do his shit.
he be in DC?
He be all over. He went on Sway a few times. I did an interview with
Okay,
him, but he the
okay,
homie.
okay.
He was
Yeah,
one of
put
the
me on
first niggas I
game.
seen doing it
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, put me on
Like with the
game,
real
bro.
CD with the color on it, not the Sharpie writing. Like and then
Yeah, the real deal.
now he got shit with Conway. He doing the same thing like what you like doing, really doing it. So I gotta
For
link
sure.
you with Noah O for sure, for sure. Damn,
For
I gotta
sure.
link you with Noah O, bro. So look, he said adobo. So all right, what's your top your favorite Filipino foods? Because he said adobo.
It's got to be adobo, man, and it's cliche, bro. But my dad was a bachelor, so it's not like we had.
What that mean? What does that mean?
It meant that adobo was easy to make,
Okay,
and
okay.
and pops was making that joint every night to the point
Quick
where we
whip
like
up, a quick little whip up, real quick.
adobo again. So my
No
dad used to
cap.
make adobo every night,
Quick
man.
whip up. Yeah.
But so yeah,
Okay, so
adobo is
it's just
always in my
adobo. It
heart,
can't
man.
just be adobo.
Nah. I fuck with Pancit, man. I fuck with lumpia. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, I heard of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And there's some dishes that I can't even remember the name of, man. But and Filipinos, man, they eat a lot of fish, bro. I don't eat fish, so
Oh,
I
you
remember
don't?
being
Why
in.
you don't
I
do that?
remember
Is it
being
health?
there. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of
Oh,
fish
you
all
just
the
don't like
time,
fish.
man.
Yeah, some people just don't like that shit.
But I remember being in the Philippines, man. Everybody, my whole family eating fish. They got like a special adobo just for me.
Type shit. That's some family
Yeah,
shit for sure, for sure.
yeah. They're like,
That's
well, he
some
don't
so
eat
family
fish.
shit.
So yeah, man.
So look, all right. So that's now we're gonna flash forward to Portland. So give me all right, cause and we're gonna get to this. This is really based off the next question, which is about the song Portland Parks. I was
Yeah,
like, give me. I heard what you said, and I'm gonna ask you about that. But just the basic, not just the parks, but just give me the basic, like you coming up as a youngin out Portland. Whether y'all, I don't know if y'all was going downtown or I'm just
yeah,
thinking of shit I used to do, go down, or like how was it like? What was the culture, the monuments, the energy in the
yeah,
city, like the
yeah.
vibes, like
Man, I grew up in the black community in Portland, and so it's a lot of us, but not a lot. So it's close knit. So I grew up like a celebrity, man, and I loved it. You feel me? And and
yeah.
and and I was like welcomed into that. You feel me? Because the star athletes, they gonna get that treatment. The gang members, they gonna get that treatment. The cheerleaders, the pretty girls, you feel me? They gonna get that treatment. The fly niggas, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The smart
Mm-hmm.
niggas, you feel me? They gonna get
Yeah.
that treatment. And so coming from Compton and Oakland, I kind of missed out on a lot of those bonds that people was making in elementary school and middle school. And I went to a small middle school too. So I didn't get a lot of the, so when I went to high school, I wanted to go to what was known as the Black High School. You feel me? Jefferson High School. And it was 500 kids and it was all black.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near. I had a couple white kids in my class, you feel me? Some Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? But it was majority black, you feel me? And it was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
How is Portland divided up? 'Cause you know some cities you got north side, south side, southwest, east. How's it
The
divided up?
north and the northeast is really where we ran growing up.
Okay. Okay.
And the north and the northeast, sometimes they would have problems. You feel me? But I remember I lived in both. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be telling homies like I live in northeast, like come over to my house to smoke. Niggas wouldn't even leave the north. They're
They
like,
don't
bro,
even want to come over here. They're
I'm
like,
not
fuck
going
that.
over there. Like I feel like I'm
What? Oh,
betraying
where is the
myself.
boat?
Yeah, you feel me? It's not. It's close as hell too. You feel me?
Right.
But and then eventually niggas was banging cliques before gangs.
Okay.
So I was from a clique called the Turf Squad, and we was superstars, man.
I
Everybody
heard you
knew
say
us. You
that
know what I'm saying?
on it was a song featuring, I think it was is Timmy Hendrix, and I think it was your brother, I think.
Yeah, Timmy
You had
Hendrix, that's
said
my
that. I
little
didn't know that's
brother.
what you were saying, but now that you say it again, okay, that's what you
Yep,
was saying.
yep, that's
Okay, the
Timmy,
Turf
my little
Squad.
brother.
Right.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of cliques, man, and a lot of those things graduated into gangs. But yeah,
Yeah.
we would go to the mall, bro. We would go to parties. You feel me? The basketball games was crazy. They
Yeah.
throwing alley oops. You feel me? I remember being at a basketball game and being in middle school and being scared to talk to people and just seeing all the girls and all the homies. And I
It's
remember the
jumping.
dude,
Yeah, like
man,
it's jumping in this bitch.
a legend in my city, rest in peace, Little Face. He came in an all white Dickie suit with white sunglasses to match. And I didn't even know who he was at the time, but I remember when he walked in, he had the white Timbs, white Dickie suit. And when he came in, it was like the game paused for a second. Everybody was paying attention to Face, and he came in. He was all the girls giving him hugs. He was shaking 100 hands, and I was like, man, I gotta get like that. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
And
the inspiration.
yeah, but then it started getting crazy, bro, because my homies started joining gangs. You feel me? I had homies from Hoover, I had homies from GD, 60s, bro. We got our own gang, so Kirby's and Failings, and we got Woodlawn Park Bloods, but they're Pyrus and Damus and Unthanked Park Bloods, and I start having homies killing each other. You feel me? Start losing friends. I have friends go to jail at 16 and do 10 years, do 15 years. You know what I'm
That's
saying? And
fucking crazy.
yeah, it kind of start changing my perspective, but at the same time, I still have great mentors. You feel me? So yeah, Portland was like it was a playground for us, man. You know, we had homies who had cars, so we'll be going to the outskirts, different cities, and going to their parties and promoting, doing shows. You feel me? And yeah, man, it was like our own little world. You know what I'm saying? Before it got gentrified and they moved everybody out. You know, you could go to your homie's house around the corner. Your homie live over here. The homegirl live down there. You could walk to 15 of your homies' houses, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was a life, man. And we were smoking weed. You feel me? Portland is Port Amsterdam, so it's
What
a
y'all
lot
was
of weed.
smoking?
Man, so at the time we didn't even know what it was. It was just
Y'all just
fire.
had weed. Y'all had
We had
weed OG.
an abundance. You feel me? But
Nigga,
we
I
were
used to
smoking
smoke just
purple.
weed. It was just weed. It didn't have a name. I used to do
Yeah,
just weed.
nah, but we were smoking purple though. We were smoking OG. We were smoking
I
some,
mean,
grapes. Yeah,
okay, you did you start off? You didn't start off on purple and all that.
it was there from the because
Oh,
Portland
but y'all,
is
yeah,
a
y'all. I keep forgetting y'all is
yeah,
there.
Portland
Yeah.
is a weed city. It's Port
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
So
It's
look,
like
okay, and I
the
heard you in
weed
this
capital.
in the Portland Park song, right? That's why I
Yeah,
wanted to ask you about that because I wanted to kind of like offer something that I remember I seen on like a Discovery Channel shit about Portland or some documentary. I can't remember when I seen it, but the Portland Park song, right? So is Portland
yeah.
Park the actual? That's a park.
Nah, just Portland parks.
That's in
So
just in general.
that's all the parks, and the parks
So
was the major.
give me the park culture. Cause
The
I know about niggas chilling at the park, but it's the way
yeah,
you describing it. You made a song
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
I never made a song about it, so it's like it must
Yeah,
mean something like really the park
for
vibe. Like
sure, for sure. The parks was crazy. So for one, the parks would have some of them might have a rec center. You know what I'm saying? So you might grow up at that park, going, boys and girls club type vibes, having mentors and shit like that. But then there's other parks that's the gang parks. You got Woodlawn Park,
okay,
that's Bloods. You got Alberta Park, that's Bloods. You got Unthink Park, that's Bloods. You got Peninsula Park, which was like a neutral ground. You feel me? It was really like in the Crip hood, but it was Bloods and Crips up there. GDs, everybody would go to Peninsula Park. You know what I'm saying? And you got uh uh the Columbia Villa, which is Crips, but it's a park in the villa, which was like used to be a housing projects, but there's a park there. You got Columbia Park. Um, you got Montevilla Park. You got all these parks that like are legendary to people because you might have learned to swim there. You might have caught a fade there. You feel me? You might have had your first kiss at the park. You know what I'm saying? So, selling weed up at the park. Hooping up at
hmm
the park. We used to go to Peninsula Park just to hang out every day.
like
Every day.
is it like one of them places where like if we go here I might see somebody. I don't know or
For sure.
yeah
We used to go up to Peninsula, man. We gonna see the crib homies. You know what
yeah
I'm saying? It's gonna be some females come up there every day, same females. Maybe they bring somebody with them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see the other rappers. We might have a rap battle. You might catch a fade. You feel me?
hmm
You gonna see it's the corner store right across the street. You feel me? We used to go to Peninsula just to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna have somebody gonna bring some beers or a bottle. Somebody gonna have some
Something gonna
weed.
shake. Yeah,
Yeah, and
something
it
shake.
was crazy as a culture back then was it was everybody. So when you was in high school, it was adults at the park that to buy you your swisher or get you your beer. It was adults. We used to kick it with grown men, grown
Right.
women. You feel me? That was kicking it with the teenagers. We was all kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas pulling up their cars. They got rims, whatever. You feel me? It's a car wash across the street, so you might see the niggas with money pull up, get their car washed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. And then eventually it was getting gentrified, so people be walking their dog or some white lady and just, be. You might
What
see
the
the
fuck?
homies testing out a
No,
gun because
look,
niggas
because
was selling
I
guns at
don't
the park.
look. I don't know if it was. I want to say it right because I mean that's really what I remember. I remember it was. I don't know if it was a park, but I remember. And this is I didn't even fucking write this, but now that you say that, because I thought you was gonna say something, but maybe I misinterpreted or. All right, so it. All right, so now y'all. How can I say it? So before, I guess back in the day, I don't know when it was. Damn, I should have looked this up, but this is something I just thought about. It was a lot of niggas getting high, shooting dope, smoking, doing whatever, right? Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it at the park or where's that? Is that at the
Well.
courtyard?
I,
I
I,
seen
would-
a
I
court.
would, I would say this, man. It was a park called Holiday Park. This was right
Okay,
outside of our most popping mall, the Lloyd Center. This was like malls a lot around the United States. A lot of them are dead because of the internet, because of different
right.
culture, the mall culture
Amazon
died.
because of Amazon. I'm
You
joking.
feel me? So when the Lloyd Center was the Lloyd Center, bruh, we used to steal. That's another thing.
Right. Mm.
The
All
park
right.
outside of Lloyd Center is Holiday Park, and
Okay.
my homies used to hang out there. A lot of them niggas became GDs. Um, but they used to have a clique out there, man, called G&B, Get Money Boys, and they was
That
selling.
sound like some throwback ass little young niggas.
Oh God. But they was selling pills, man, and they was selling and then my homies that was eventually be from Hoover, they was selling crack. You know, it was different areas. People might, but that Holiday Park, it was a lot of kids up there selling drugs, selling real work. You feel me? Like not
Look, so
just
that's why I'm asking you because then they passed some kind of law in Oregon. Maybe it was just Portland, but it's like you can do like a small amount of drugs, whatever it is, but dispose of it. What
it's
you
de-
know what I'm talking about?
it's decriminalized now. It's decriminalized now.
So
When
what
we
explain to me, break that down for us, because I tell me
when
that.
we was growing up, you couldn't do that. You was still
Right.
getting cracked. They was still it was still different laws and shit. Now it's decriminalized where they don't want to just keep arresting all the addicts, and they feel like they trying to develop some type of system to help them or whatever.
Right.
So it's decriminalized. There's a certain amount of drugs you can have on you, where it's just a ticket. And if you homeless, you ain't never gonna pay that ticket. So you can get 1,000 tickets, bro. You're gonna keep smoking dope. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep shooting dope. So it's like it's damn near like a quarter. You can have 7 grams or some shit like that. It could be coke, crack, heroin, whatever. You can have it. You
Stop
feel me?
lying, bro.
And so even the dealers are taking advantage of that shit. You feel me?
That's what I was thinking.
Now,
That's
now
what I was.
nowadays, back then, now you had to
Oh,
really know what you was doing and hand to
right.
hand. You had to know the dope dealers and the dope heads and shit like that. But yeah, nowadays it's different, and our police is decriminalized. You feel me? I mean, our police is defunded. So
Hold on. What the fuck? So they're working for free, or
no,
are they a lot?
there was a big movement around George Floyd, around
I
around
remember. Yeah.
defund the police, right? A lot of
Right.
places didn't get that defunding to happen. Our police got defunded. Where like before, I remember just being in Oakland and seeing a police car, a nigga driving a Crown Vic. Our police have not had Crown Victorias in a long time. They had Chargers.
And yeah, 20 years or some shit. 50
Yeah, they
years.
was having
Yeah.
Chargers, bro. They was having Mustangs, BMW bikes. Like they was having it. You feel me? New guns, you know what I'm saying? Now you don't even see them niggas no more. It was a point in time, bro. Let's peep this, just on some other shit, right? Portland, like I say, is like 3% black, maybe 5% black. 50% of the time when the police were pulling somebody over, it was a black person. How does that? You see what I'm saying? It's 3%. We only make up 3,
That's a crazy goddamn ratio right there.
but
That's
50%
telling
of
you,
the
man.
time you pull somebody over is a black person. So literally, we would take off our hats when we was driving. You get in the
No
car, everybody
hoodies,
take your hat off.
no hoodies or nothing.
Yeah, like the police they used to always be behind you. They running your plate, or they pulling you over, or they leaving you alone. You feel me? I used to see the police so much, it was so irritating. So now that they're defunded, my life is better. You feel me? But the crime rate is a little bit more up because you got these different laws. Like they're defunded, drugs are decriminalized. You feel me? So you got it's kind of crazy right now. You feel me? People getting away with shit and that already knew how to get away with shit when they wasn't defunded, when they had a gang task, when they had a police for North Portland, Northeast Portland, Southeast Portland, all these different precincts, and you feel me? Now they don't got all that shit. So yeah, but back then it was hot, but niggas was still doing it. You feel me? Niggas was selling
Right.
a lot of drugs. I remember when the homie first told me he was selling ecstasy at 15, 16 years old. I'm like, what?
Damn.
Like I sell weed. Like
I'm
you
about to
sell
say, yeah, I
what?
had the weed, nigga. I ain't had an ex, nigga. What the fuck, nigga?
And he was like, yeah, man, it's regular. Like I'm selling this shit. I'm like, you know what I mean? Or when the
I
homie starts
guess,
selling
nigga.
crack, because who you got to deal with when you sell crack. When the homie starts selling crack, I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, I was selling crack when I was 15, 16. 16, I'll say, but ex, I didn't know where to get no shit. Like them exotic, like the real, I didn't know where to even,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It was like that was different.
But yeah, talking to the crackheads, bro, I'm like, y'all niggas know these people?
That's why I stopped it. No, but I'm gonna tell you, yo, this might be some black positive shit, but selling like shit like that, bro. After knowing what the shit did to the community,
Yeah,
that shit ain't no. You shouldn't, bro. It's a lot of. I'm not encouraging nothing, and I'm just speaking hypothetically, but I'm just
for
saying
sure.
you don't gotta do that. For when
For,
I say you, I mean that's anybody
for sure.
generally.
Cause
You know
it
what I'm saying?
definitely tore our city apart for sure. Like the crack epidemic hit Portland bad. You feel me? That's
And
what.
it's less crackheads now because everybody's seen. But
But I heard Boosie say this, bro, because motherfuckers is dying off that fentanyl. He was like, bro, it was crackheads was living for 20 years.
facts.
Now you got niggas dying.
Facts.
They started
Like,
doing drugs 2 years later. They did when it was, So yeah, but
so look, I did see this too. Hold on, hey, refresh it because I think I'm echoing.
oh, it might be because my fucking AirPod died and shit. You echoing on mine?
Yeah, you don't got no plug-in?
Hold on. I don't think
Wait,
so.
you know?
You think if I refresh it, it'll make it better?
I think so. A little
Wait,
bit.
it might. Hold on, let me try.
It's kind of distorted too. Yeah, man. Motherfucking crack dealing. Um, Let me see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Smash the motherfucking lights, man. We got Swiggle, Mandela in this motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Real Portland. Hold on, real Portland representative. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. Let's see if we can get this shit. Yo,
All right. What is it cool?
yo. Yeah, it's good because damn,
Okay.
it ain't too bad.
I don't hear it on
Nah.
my end.
Yeah, I don't. Am I tweeting? You? No, it's good. All right, so because it's supposed to have a noise canceling thing on this whole fucking
Yeah.
StreamYard. It's like it's an app, but I mean it's a feature. But all right, so look, this is what I was finna say. The collab with West Side Boogie. Hold
Yeah.
on, so that has your brother on it too, right?
Yep.
Pronounce your brother name.
JC Cordetta.
JC Cordetta, West Side Boogie, and what's bro? Can I?
Kenai.
Kenai.
Yep.
Um, that shit was fire, bro.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, like on some artist shit. Just that shit was the quality, the song, the just the whole vibe. How did that even come about? Like, where did that come from?
Well, at the time, man, I had a manager. Shout out to Max. He was managing me, man, a good friend of mine. And he's a huge Boogie fan. And he actually put me up on Boogie. He was like, man, you gotta listen to Boogie. Of course, telling him my story. He knew I lived in Compton. He was like, yo, you gotta listen to this dude, man. He's. And when I listened to him, I realized I had already seen some of his stuff going viral. I just never
Me
really,
too. Me
yeah.
too.
So I'm like, okay, this is that dude that I already
There's
been
that one dude, yeah.
already listening to, bro. You feel me? And so, yeah, we was doing shows in small cities, man. We was doing a show in a city called La Grande. It's like on the border of Oregon and Idaho. This one we was listening to Boogie, and he was like,
Hold on, which Idaho is next to Oregon?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
yeah. So we was listening to Boogie, and he was like, we was just talking. He was like, "Yo, would you ever do a song with him if it presented itself?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" But yeah, he dope as fuck. You feel me? And so months later, man, he reached out. My manager just reached out to Boogie and was like, I manage this artist trying to make something happen. And Boogie was like, I don't know, like I don't really do shit like this, but I might give it a shot. Like, what can y'all do? You know what I'm saying? And my manager like basically like, yo, what you want? You feel me?
Mhm.
He kind of told him like this is my like a ballpark number. My
Right.
my manager was like, yo, we're gonna have to dig up in grandma's couch, but we'll come up with it. And Boogie thought that shit was funny. He was like, man, I fuck with y'all. Like man, look, just give me what y'all can. You feel me? He was like, man, you got me over here laughing and shit.
Right. That is a funny. I just laugh. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah. And he gave my manager his manager's contact. He's like, just hit my manager. We'll figure it out. So boom. I tell the team, everybody piece up. Everybody send something. We're like, all right, we
Put
got the
some
money.
in, yeah.
Yeah. Boom. We hit Boogie. And we sent the bread. And we woke up the next day, he sent the verse. It was like, oh shit. Because a
That's
lot
fine.
of times, people take a little bit of time, you feel me? We woke up the next day, it was in the email. We tripping, we going crazy, you know what I'm
Or
saying?
look, hold on. Let me ask you this too. Hold on, we'll get back to this. You say a lot of times niggas it'll be some funny business, right?
Sometimes.
Look, hold on. Let me ask
More
you this.
than,
This is something that I've seen in the public. I want to ask you this as an artist and as somebody who's speaking on knowing the how much trickery could come with this shit.
yeah.
Like you, all right. So are you familiar with an artist named Finesse Two Times from Memphis? He a rapper. Moneybag Yo used to be with him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so it was a thing. I don't think I even reacted to it or nothing to it, but I synced it. But it was a dude from. I about to say it was a kid, but he wasn't a kid. He was a grown man. He was a nigga from like Louisiana, and he gave the same verse to two different people, but rapped
Oh,
it. Yeah, but look, rapped it like he rap. It's on two different type of beats, so he kind of, but it sounds good on both. But
yeah.
so old boy from Louisiana, I think, and they sent his music in too. I can't remember his name, but he really from like Baton Rouge or some shit like that. Like he know NBA YoungBoy, all them niggas, but he was like, "Yo, I want my money back." Cause I think he paid him like 2,500 or something like that.
Yeah.
If let's say Boogie, that verse he gave you was on Lil Shitty Duty song. His song is called "Money and Bitches."
Yeah.
And he gave the same. Is that acceptable? Would you hit back? Are you mad? Like, how do you feel
That's
about? Because
not.
that's some unheard shit. I
That's
don't
not.
believe in shit like that.
That's not acceptable. No. And you gotta let me know. Like, okay, I'm giving it this is a licensed verse. A lot of people got the opportunity to jump on this too. Nah. If I'm trying to get something exclusive, I'm trying to get something exclusive, and I'm a.
At least let me know. Give me the choice. At least.
On God. Because if you got some licensed shit, sometimes that's the move because that could do some good shit for your streaming. You feel me? It's like what's his face did that. I forget the song right now. I think it was Yo Gotti, and he gave it to niggas and said y'all could just
Oh yeah.
upload it if you want.
Dollar for dollar challenge.
Yeah, you could upload it if you want, make the money, whatever. You feel me?
Yeah,
So if there's some shit like that, okay. But like at the same, nah, hell
but
no.
not like a sneak surprise. Like
I
what
need
the
my shit.
like?
I need my shit exclusive. Can't nobody
Come
else have it.
on, bro. You can
Yeah,
even
come
take
on.
longer. Just give me the original verse.
Give me original verse. On God, on God. Because I'll do the
Okay,
same
so
thing.
all right, getting back to West Side Boogie, y'all linked up through the manager. He was fucking with how authentic y'all was, and then so how did Bruh get on there? How did Kine get on there? Like how was they?
Okay. Okay. So my cousin, his name is Gabe. Gabe C. Because our last name is we're all Cordettas. So he's Gabe C.
Right.
He DJ for Power 106. He had a show on No Jumper at one point. He
Okay.
helped Shoreline Mafia break. He helped break Blueface. He's Blast. Blast is the super legendary, super breaking artist out the West Coast
Fuck
singer.
with Blast, yeah.
Yeah, he's Blast's official DJ. So he goes on tour with Blast and shit like that. And he actually fucks with Kenai, and he also fucks with
Okay.
the homie Mac, who used to he went on tour with Big Sean as his drummer. And so I hit up Gabe. I'm like, yo, I need some because Gabe is from Cali. Gabe is from Carson. He's from LA.
Okay. Okay.
So I hit Gabe like I'm doing a feature of West Side Boogie. I need the LA sound. Like who do I reach out to? He was like Dungeon Family, Dungeon Music. You need to reach out to Kenai and Mac. Have Mac do the beat. Put Kenai on the hook. I'm like I reached out to him, bro, and that's what they sent. He sent me a couple hooks, a couple beats. All that shit was fire to me. I'm like, oh, this shit crazy. Like,
Yeah, they wanted to make sure he wanted to make sure it was right for you. Like,
yeah. So
sure
I'm
it's
like,
right.
okay. It was the sound I was looking for. I said, yeah, I
Right.
was looking for that like Ty Dolla Sign Blast. I was looking for
Right.
that kind of feel. And so when he sent it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. You know what I'm saying? And we sent it to Boogie with the hook. But my brother, that's because we like to we do a lot of major shit together. You feel me? And
Right.
that's kind of like steel sharpening steel, where it's like, yeah, I got a song with West Side Boogie. Can't wait to call this nigga and be like, yo, you got up on this motherfucker. You can jump on this bitch. You feel me? And
Right.
that's the same with him. You feel me? Like after the Boogie shit, he was like, nigga, and I got the shit with Jim Jones. You jumping on this motherfucker or what? You know what I'm saying? And then I remember when he did the video with Jim, you know what I'm saying? He planned that whole shit out, whole itinerary, everything. And he was like, that's when I was like, oh, I gotta not one up this nigga, but I gotta play ball too. I gotta be like, okay, now we gotta do the Boogie video. Like, okay, he did the Jim Jones video. I'm like, nigga, yeah, we got the Boogie video lined up. You feel me? So me and my brother kind of,
You know what? Though? You know, I just thought don't have to cut you off, but a lot of people call that right there. They call it like this. Even I've said it, but I thought of it different just now. They call it friendly competition,
yeah,
right? But really, it's kind of like friendly inspiration
yeah,
because you're not really trying to like shit or he's like, look what I can do too, though.
every time,
It ain't like fuck what you doing and look
yeah,
at, but it's like nigga, oh yeah, that's hard. But look at this shit
yeah,
though. Show me some shit
Yep,
now, nigga.
yep. It's just like paid in full or whatever. Nigga pull up in the fucking Saab like, oh nigga, I got we got 2 of these, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like who the fuck else we gonna compete with? It ain't nobody.
Right.
You can't nobody fuck with us. So it's like, you feel me? Steel sharpens steel. So yeah, every time, a lot of times when I got a big play on the table, I hit my brother because I know he can keep up with me. I know his grind gonna be there. I know he can rap. I know it's not gonna be some weak shit. And if we gotta go to Cali to shoot the video, he gonna be able to pull up. If we gotta go perform it, you know what I'm saying? If we gotta do this interview or whatever the fuck, he gonna have the motivation and be able to do it. You feel me? So yeah.
Facts.
And then he rocked with Kenai hella tough too. It was a point in time where he went out to Cali and he was in the studio with Kenai that was in Burbank. That was rubbing shoulders, meeting a lot of people. And so that was also that. Off the strength of my brother's relationship with Kenai, they've been in the studio, just grinding, doing 15 songs, doing 20 songs and shit. And so
So
yeah,
you talking about bruh, and bruh go crazy too. Like that's how I was like, nigga. I like literally. I was like, man, these niggas going crazy. I can't. It's not even enough time for me to hear everything. I want to hear. You know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for
It's
sure.
work though. I understand what's going. It's work. It's heavy work going on over there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I heard you say on. I can't remember what song it was, but I think it was that same one. You was talking about. I think you showed your tattoo. You was like La Familia.
Yeah.
What is explain to La Familia? What is a La Familia? You spoke on it a little bit.
La Familia, man, that's so the Philippines was colonized by Spain as well, just like how Mexico was. So that's why a lot of their words is Spanish. And they actually say familia with a P, but a lot of people in the Philippines say familia. You know what I'm saying? And so when I asked my dad this when we was first coming up with the name, I asked him how do I say family, and he said same as Spanish, La Familia. And actually, when I was in the Philippines, man, when I visited the Philippines, there was a group out there named La Familia too. You feel me? So yeah, we was repping La Familia, man. And I think Jay-Z inspired that too. When he used to say rock La Familia.
Oh, Rock La Familia.
He inspired that. But then just family, just representing you, like no matter what color your skin is, no matter where you come from, no matter how you identify with yourself, just as people, we are one family. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of that, just to unite people and stop all of the separation and discrimination. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bigger picture behind La Familia. But then it's also like a clique. You feel me? We 100 deep. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain niggas from La Familia that don't even make music. It's certain niggas from La Familia that might just ride for that shit. You feel me? Or niggas that retired. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a big movement. We got photographers, videographers, producers, rappers. We managers, all kind of shit. So
La Familia. Well spoken. So look, I'm glad you said that too. So what's your most recent project? Let me make sure.
it's called The Teachings.
Okay. Cause you got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I got a couple
And
albums.
there ain't no damn couple. Look, I had to go through. I was like, let me make sure. But that the teachings was the original one. That was the first one I straight listened to because I assumed it, and then the quality of I could just tell it was like this the newest shit. Then I seen the video. I was like, this like the shit. The video.
For sure.
So the teachings, man, and I listened to that again today while I was working out and shit.
Hey, that's dope. That's
Going
dope.
crazy, going
Yeah,
crazy. I'm on the ecliptic. I'm on the where I was work cardio.
yeah.
You know that shit got to keep you going. Certain shit got
Yeah.
to keep. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't play no slow shit or no just weak shit.
Oh God.
What was the inspiration behind the whole theme of the teachings?
Man, so the teachings is that being in the Nation of Islam, that's what they call a lot of the knowledge that you learn. They call it the teachings. So that was the initial, like the title, you know what I'm saying? But then I actually got a grant from the city from a organization called RAC, the Regional Arts uh, and Culture Committee, RACC. They gave me a grant for about $5,000 to
Mm.
create a project, and that's when I decided I was going to do the teachings and represent for people. You know what I'm saying? And so with that 5,000, I was able to rent out the venue, pay for studio time, pay for video production, of course the photo shoot, merch. So yeah, this was the first time that I actually had funding outside of myself and my team to do a project. And so it was a little bit different. Like there was I was on a timeline, even though they would have gave me as much time as I wanted. I kind of just stuck to what I originally told them. You know, it was like a certain amount of months I was gonna do it by, and yeah, that was the teachings, man. Just getting, I had to, paying for the beats, um, and writing the project in a timely manner, and just being on that timeline, and then getting it done and releasing it. So yeah, it was kind of like the first time I knew I was going. I do an album every year, but the fact that it had funding really was like, okay, I really got to do this album. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You can deliver some more than just out your own pocket. It's extra with it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they believed in me. You know, I wrote a proposal. I told them, this is the album, this is the content. I'm Black and Filipino. I represent for all kinds of people. I have all kinds of supporters and fans, from Black, Asian, white, young, old, lesbian, gay, into, I have fans of every kind of person, and I represent for these people, and I give these people opportunities, that a Black person might not have, that a Filipino person might not have, that a young person might not have. You feel me? It's hard for youth to get on stage sometimes. You feel me? Because a lot of these shows is at bars and venues that's 21 and up. So I kind of just let them know who I am. I'm for the people, and that's what they believed in. Because when you write a grant, you got to do your budget. You got to do all kinds of shit. And some of my shit wasn't that strong the way that I wrote it. And they said, you know what, your application wasn't the strongest, but your story and what you represent,
You represent, yeah.
we got to fund this. So the fact that they believed in me, I was like, okay, let me really put a lot into this, because I never had no opportunity like that. You feel me? I've gotten some grant from the city before, like $500 here, 1,000 here, but for them to put $5,000 into my shit and believe in me, and when I seen that email hit, like, congratulations, you've been awarded, I'm like, yo, we finna call Boogie.
Type shit. Look.
You
So
feel
look.
me?
Okay, that's a hell of a story about how that shit even came about. What
Yeah,
was the message you was trying to convey with the whole? Because the project is what, like, is it 7 or 8 songs?
I think it's 7.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bet. That's how I knew when it went off too. I was like, damn, it's going already. It started playing some other shit, like some suggestive
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But so what was the whole message you was trying to convey with the t-shirt?
I guess it's just my philosophy. It's just my, like, because even the first song, I kind of touch on a lot of different religions, and kind of just how, like, how religion can be divisive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it was a La Familia philosophy. It was that unity, and letting people know the power of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of people, like, some people take pride in not knowing shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't get it.
yeah, and just bringing that out. You feel me? And also the fact that in my community or wherever I go, a lot of times I'm teaching people shit. Like, I went viral on TikTok a lot of times, and my manager used to be on, my old manager. He don't manage me because I manage myself at this point. He used to be on me all the time, like, post on TikTok, post on. I used to be like, man, what are you talking
What
about,
is
bro?
this? Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, dog. Like, who's on TikTok? Nobody care. Like, what are you talking? He's like, bro, artists break on TikTok. Artists are made on TikTok. You gotta be on there. You feel me? And I used to post on there here and there, and then after the big flip shit, and I have so much content that I could just post something with Kaylani, I could post something with Westside Boogie, I could post something with Lil Nas X, and it's like I could post something with Coolio, and all this shit it goes crazy on TikTok, and I start to look up all that shit. My manager used to tell me, he used to be like, "Yo, there's certain times to post on TikTok. You don't just post whenever. It's a schedule you got to be on. You feel me? It's certain shit that works on TikTok with the hashtags and with certain niche things. You feel me?" And I get around people and start telling them shit like that, and I realize they don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'll be like, "What time are you posting on TikTok?" "Oh, I just post 3 times a day." I'm like, "Nah, bro. The best time for the last 2 years, this year is different. To post on TikTok was Thursday at 7 p.m. and it always crack. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday at 9 a.m. and this is West Coast time, so on East Coast it's like 3 hours ahead. You feel me? But these times
there, it's going to work. It's a cheat code. You feel me? So
Right.
I've gone viral at Tuesday at 9 a.m. I've gone viral when I post on Thursday at 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll be telling people this shit like, I talked to a lyrical rapper like, you want to go viral on TikTok? Do this. You like superheroes? You like DC? Make a DC rap. You got a punchline about Batman, punchline about Flash, and then have them popping up on the screen, but make sure it's they good punchlines. Then you go on TikTok, you hashtag DC, you hashtag superheroes, hashtag comic book, and TikTok is going to show it to those people interested in that. It's just like if you had a rap about lowriders, hashtag lowrider, hashtag Impala, hashtag Chevy. It's going to literally, like Facebook used to do, like Instagram used to do, and they charge us for it now.
Yeah.
TikTok will do that for you
Y'all
for
better
free.
listen to him, man. I be trying to tell him shit like
And
that.
TikTok will do that for free. You know what I'm saying? Or certain shit that people don't do. Like I hand out a lot of flyers. You feel me? My bud tender, the person at the cash register, someone says nice shoes. I say thank you. Can I ask you a random question? 9 times out of 10 is yes. If I gave you my flyer, would you watch my music video on YouTube when you have time? 10 times out of 10 is yes. I give him the flyer. That's my name right there, Swiggle Mandela. Typing it on YouTube. Go read the comments on Portland Parks. I met this dude at the bus stop. I met this dude. I was his dude at the drive-through. My mom asked him for directions because I'm always I'm in the airport. Yo, you listen to rap? Yo, I don't even say you listen to rap no more because that's like a 7 times out of 10.
That's pigeonholing yourself.
Yeah. So I would always ask. It's like my elevator spiel. Can I ask you a random question? 9 times out of 10 is yes, no matter where I'm at, New York, anywhere, Cali, 9 times out of 10 is yes. And then I say, if I gave you my flyer, when you have time, would you watch my music video on YouTube? If they said yes to the first question, it's almost yes every single time. My baby walking in.
Ooh, that's your baby.
Yeah, she's talking about daddy.
Where's she at? Put her on. She can't come on there.
Nah, she just walked away.
Oh,
She
all
coming.
right. Shout out to the little
That's,
ones.
she look just
Yeah,
like
but
me.
that's real game though.
Yeah, so shit like that. I'll go put on a pair of dusty shoes I don't care about and literally go meet 500 strangers. So people wonder where my following come from. So it's shit that people don't want to do. I performed at elementary schools, high schools, middle schools, churches, old people homes, midwives event. You know what I'm saying? The colleges. So it's certain shit that I teach people, and I could have a class honestly. But that's also part of the teachings that if you listen to that album, it's certain parts in there where you're gonna hear me talking about I handed out 20,000 flyers.
No, already. Look, I already got. I was gonna wait. So look,
Yeah.
pity party, right?
Yep.
That shit got a dope message, man. When I heard pity party, and I heard it like I said, I heard it again today. So it was better. It was better than when I heard it the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, and
I
I
forgot
was
about
on
I
the
forgot
what was
about
the
Pity
trend?
Party.
No, because people, man, that miserable. So explain to them like, what is the meaning behind pity party? Because if they never heard it or whatever.
Man, in Portland especially, people be complaining a lot. They're not getting enough support. They're not getting no love. Everyone hates them. People are fake. No one supports. It's the city full of haters. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's like that's not my story. So I will be lying to say that. I literally pay my half of the bills, my portion, because of my household. I'm not gonna sit here and cap like I'm rich. We're a 2 income household. My wife works. You know what I'm saying? But I provide majority of my money comes from rap. You feel me? So I can't sit here like this bin right here. This all merch, and I got 4, 5, 6 of these bins. It's
Oh
all merch.
yeah,
That's all merch. That's shirts. That's hoodies. That's body suits.
that's a bin full of money right there.
That's all. So I got 6 of them. You feel me? At every show, I gotta lug that to the car. I got my own table. You feel me? So people come to the merch table, spend $100. People come to the merch table, spend $500, $75, $25. You feel me? So I can't be like, oh, I don't get no love. Or when people say that, it's so many people saying that now that when I tell a stranger I rap, oh, I'm sorry. You probably ain't getting no love, huh? You got to get out of Portland, huh? No one supports you, right? And I have to be like, no, I'm not one of those people. I actually get a lot.
Yeah, it's good. It's
You
good.
see, you see Portland Parks got with 35,000 plays or some shit like that. That's Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Big Flip. That's 250,000 plays. That's the world.
With a bunch
That
of comments. I look at
30,000.
the comments too. The comments was real people. There wasn't no
That's
fire, 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 or great
you feel
content.
me.
It was real shit. It was like detailed messages type shit.
You feel me. So Portland and especially the black community, that was an engine for me.
Yeah,
When I dropped Portland Parks, that was when I first started to go around places and strangers would recognize me. I remember when I dropped Portland Parks, I was working at Little Caesars and I told my manager I rap. And he was like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, all right, you know what
nigga. I used to rap at Little Caesars too, nigga. I might know you, man. I don't know. We might be.
I mean?
That's the fourth thing you just said, nigga. That's
I had a
crazy.
bar, bro. I had a bar. I said, I can't remember, but I know the second part was I ain't going back to work at Little Caesars. But I I remember I came into work one day and there was a new employee. And when she seen me, it was like her jaw dropped. You feel me? She actually got down on her knees like on some worshiping type shit, like, I can't believe it's you. My on some sarcastic shit, but being real though.
Right.
My manager was like, what the fuck is going on? She said, me and my friends listen to him every day.
Type
We
shit.
didn't even know he was from Portland.
They be saying that. We didn't even know
You
you
feel
was
me?
from here.
Yeah, so
Like, yeah.
that Portland Parks was the first time that the city really, and the city been behind me since before Portland Parks, but that was when they put it outside of just my community. Because
Right.
that was a white girl that said that to me. And not that I didn't have white fans before, but I remember being at a party, man, and somebody heard me singing because I sing too. I had a song was singing on the hook. I came upstairs and I was like, I just performed. And this girl was like, she was with her girlfriend and she said, oh, that was you downstairs trying to sing like Chris Brown? And motherfuckers start laughing and shit. I brush it off. Cause I was trying to hand him a flyer. And the homie was nudging me. He was like, see, you can't try to hand everybody flyers, bro. It's not good. I thugged through it anyway. I said, well, here, watch my music video if y'all have time. She looks at the flyer. She says, Portland Parks? She calls her ex-girlfriend on FaceTime. She said, you're going to be so jealous. Guess who I'm standing with? Show me. She's bugging out. This is my first time experiencing this type of stuff.
This the guy from that song right here
And,
that we was playing the other day.
and this is my city. I remember being at a pho restaurant, eat with my daughter. And I see a couple looking at me, a dude and his girl. And, I think he could have beef with me. I don't know. You feel me? But eventually I hear his girl saying, you better go talk to him. He walks up to me and my daughter and he's asking me how much for a feature. This is the first time I even thought about charging for a feature. You feel me?
Like shit.
So for me to act like it's impossible to make it in Portland, that's cap. You feel me? It's not true.
She want daddy. Hey, little mama want daddy. She like, no, nigga. She like, no, nigga. Look, see, this is real. Y'all didn't understand, man. This is real. And he getting it out the mud. With the fam, you gotta respect it. Smash that like, man. Shout out to motherfucking Swiggle. Y'all go follow Swiggle Mandela. Yeah, I mean. Let me see. Appreciate that, Lexi.
All right, my bad.
All right, I got two more questions for you. I know they're calling for you.
Yeah.
All right, so in the song you brought it up, the first song, the lecture off the teachings.
Yep.
You spoke on like one part that I heard you specifically speak on was like the drug addictions.
Yep.
Do you have any like close moments of that, like whether it's you, your people, anything like that? Because that's the main thing nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
My people for sure. My people for sure. My experience, man, when Molly was popping, I was using Molly, but I wasn't addicted. You know what I'm saying? But it was one night because we was going so hard. We used to just be no sleep. That used to be our thing, no sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2 days and shit.
Yeah, I remember I was just going so hard, man. I was using Molly. I was shrooming. I was smoking weed and drinking, and I think I stayed up for like 72 hours or something crazy, and just crashed bad. Just crashed, bro. Couldn't eat for like 2 days. Couldn't walk. I had to crawl around. Couldn't walk.
Fucked up like that?
Yeah. My back was so fucked up. Like, I think it was because the Molly do something, that MDMA do something to your spinal fluid or some shit crazy. Couldn't even, like, it hurt. I had to crawl around, bro. Just only drinking Gatorade, couldn't even eat. But for sure, homies, man. Homies, bro. You know, it started off with Coke, and now we don't really have no real Coke. All of that shit is cut with fentanyl. So
I lost somebody from the fent. I ain't gonna lie.
too, man.
I
You know,
lost a close, like a brother for real, for real. That's
yeah,
true.
I don't know if I can really say that close, but man, I just posted the homie the other day, man. Not the homie 9 Mil, rest in peace, from Columbia Villa Crip, man. He passed away off fentanyl. They say he just touched it. They say he didn't even use it. He picked it up or something crazy. Like, you feel me? Then one of my nephew's aunties passed away off of that shit. Rest in peace to her. Um yeah, a couple people, man. I was in the club, bro, shooting a video for one of the songs off that album, Unfamiliar. I was in the club shooting that video, bro. Bartender passed out. I'm like, I'm so cutthroat that I'm ready to keep filming.
Type shit, like, hey man, move her to the back.
But at the same time, I'm looking at bruh on the floor, and I was like, I'm not even. It's gonna be on my face. So I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
cut. I can't do it. You feel me? Bro passed out, but they thought he was gonna die. You feel me? To the point where yeah, bro, the ambulance came and everything. It's so crazy. I got some Narcan. Like it's probably right here. It's right here somewhere. But I got some Narcan just from being at a show for the community and being educated about Narcan, and then they was handing it out for free. Like, you could use this to wake somebody up if they pass out. You know what I'm saying? But I got friends that got sober. You know, my artist, his name is Figure Eight. He's from
You got a project with him.
Yep, Figure Swig. He's from Michigan. But he was on, and you know, we did shows in Michigan, in Detroit, and a city called Port Huron. In Port Huron, they was on that Xanax bad. They was on that heroin bad. They was on all, you know, all of that stuff. And my bro used to fuck with that shit heavy. You feel me? And it had him going up. He was rapping about it. You know, they was selling it. Everybody at the shows was doing it. And it just started to get to the point where, like, sometimes I'll be around the homie, and I used to have a store. And I remember him and his homies was like selling at the store and busting down shit at the store, and I had to get on niggas like, bro, this is like a place of business, bro. Like, you niggas gonna have to do that shit in the car. I really had to get on. And shout out to Figure Eight because he's clean now. But it's shit like that. I didn't watch my homies get clean. You feel me? And watch people struggle with that shit and be passed out at shows, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's definitely heavy. It's definitely heavy, especially because you know all of the shit that's like we used to fuck with. Motherfuckers used to be able to do coke. Motherfuckers used to be able to do Molly and ecstasy.
What would you tell the kids that's thinking about doing drugs, or anybody who's like, what advice? One piece of advice would you give them? However, whatever it is.
Damn, I gotta think on that, man.
Like just one jump. Like you can't give them everything. Just
Yeah.
check your shit, or don't do, or whatever however you feel.
Man. Damn, bro. I think this is cliche, bro, but well, I guess let me think, man. I guess if you trying, for the people that's on the shit, if you trying, even if you ain't winning, you know what I'm saying? Trying is something, bro. You feel me? And for the people that know somebody, you know what I'm saying? You might feel like you're wasting your breath saying get off that shit, but just that little bit of resistance that you providing, that could be the shit to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on your people. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I would just say it just to say it. I didn't even think niggas was gonna stop. I was like, man, get that shit up out of here. That shit ain't cool no more.
Yeah, you talk bad. Like, man, what the fuck
Yeah,
is this shit?
like one time I really got on niggas, bro, and even to the point where my brothers was like, bro, calm down. I'm telling niggas, I don't know when this shit became cool. The niggas were these is dope heads and shit. This ain't cool, nigga. This is not. It's not fresh. You feel me? Step it up. And that's kind of harsh. You feel me? That's kind of. I think even on that song, I touched on that shit, bro. I said something like that. It's not cool to be a motherfucking junkie.
Junkie, yeah, that was what I wrote. Matter of
And
fact,
the next bar I did say, but addiction is real. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what. Right.
At the same time, there's that tough love, but everybody can't handle that tough love. You feel me? So
You gave two different medicines.
yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
look, one more question, and you brought it up, like probably a few. You kind of brought up a few questions back. Easy mode.
Yep,
That's kind of a song where featuring. I hope I got it. Alan. Is it Alan Z?
it's Alan Z. Yep.
Okay, cool. So, which that's I fuck with that shit hard, and it made me even that shit had me going crazy on the treadmill. When
Hey,
that one dropped, that was like number 4 or 5 or something.
yeah, shout out to Alan
Yeah,
Z. That's my Chinese homie. We had to get together on the Asian shit,
and
man.
he said something in the song about they said you only make it because you Asian. Okay, so yeah, so look, y'all really to me, I looked at the theme of that song as like because from what y'all saying and just the it's really what you saying and just the demeanor and what you saying.
Yeah,
It's like, nigga, we took the stairs per se. Some
for
people,
sure.
you talked about, I can't paraphrase you, but you talked about, like we were just talking about selling a whole bunch of CDs and
Yep,
missing. Okay, so this is what I want to ask you because I know that fucking hustle all too, man. I really love the hustle,
yeah,
but when you look back at the hustle is ugly sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
what was a moment that I don't want to say that was ugly, but what was like some extreme shit like nigga we drove 2 states over to perform and we only was able to do one song or we stayed outside all night selling CDs to buy some pizza and to buy a hotel. Like what was a hustle moment behind the music?
What's up? Well, like you said, I used to love this shit, bro. I mean, I do love this shit. You know what I'm saying? But there was one
But
time,
that form of the shit though.
yeah, I remember one time I got booked for a show, bro, and like my family friend booked me. She used to babysit us when we would go on tour. My dad, she booked me for a show when I was just fresh 21, and they paid me a drink and a burger. And you know how I was happy
I want to say I know you was like I'm getting food and
because
drink.
majority of the time when I got paid for shows, it was because I sold tickets and I had to invest in the venue. So it was like
Pay to play.
I was trying to make my money back. You feel me? Like I rented the venue for 500. I got to make 1,000. You feel me? To where they told me I didn't even have to promote. Just show up and perform. Bring who you can, but we'll have people here. And shit, I had a blunt. You feel me? I had that burger and that drink. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, also there was a I did a Stop the Violence show in 2014 because the gang violence was going crazy and there was a lot of people dying in 2014 in Portland. I threw a Stop the Violence show, and
I think I seen that too.
I booked
I
a
think I seen that.
handful of artists, bro. And I had developed a relationship with this owner of this bar, nice venue. You know, they was having trouble. I met the bartender, you know, like I do, networking. And
Right.
this was the hit or miss era. Now I'm hit. If I throw a show, it's going crazy. This was the hit or miss era. And we came to the venue, man, and I brought my little couple people, and I'm hoping everybody just bring a couple people. You know, I booked 5 to 10 artists. If everybody bring 2 or 3 people, you know, we could get the bar some money. You feel me, bro? The only people that showed up were the artists. So it was like 7 of us, and we was like maybe like 2 or 3 of my fans came. We was performing for each other. The bar,
Yeah.
he was paying the bartender, and they wasn't barely selling no drinks. So he was losing more money than he was making off of drinks just by paying her to be there. So bro had to tell me like we gonna have to stop the show.
No, in the middle of the show.
It was, I mean everybody almost had performed. You feel me? He said
Right.
he's like after the next that's it, bro. I'm losing money at this point.
He said, "Hold on, we gotta stop. Show is over. Show is the fuck
And then there
over."
was another time when we was transitioning from parties to shows because I had the Bloods and the Crips got into a fight at one of my parties. It
Damn.
was it was brutal. People was hurt. The police was showing
Yeah.
up.
So it
It
sounds about right. The bloods. It sounds about right. Like,
Yeah, it was brutal. Like a homegirl got hurt. It was crazy. It was blood everywhere. It was brutal. And on top of this, I threw it at my old middle school. Let me throw a party there, trusting me. You feel me? Because like when I meet people, I know people, and this was a small middle school. I helped build the walls. You feel me? Like we helped design. We was the trial and error students where we that they learned how to be teachers from us because this was a new school. You feel me? So what we did after that party, we stopped throwing parties and we started throwing concerts. And we took a hit in attendance because people wanted to go to a party, but they didn't necessarily want to go to a concert. I threw a concert, man, and my god sister came, and my homeboy, rest in peace, right there, actually, my homeboy, rest in peace, Oz. He had like two of his homies come from Seattle, two of his family members, and it was just us. It was like my god sister, Olivia, shout out my sis, my nephew Jackson, he was like 5 at the time, his two cousins from Seattle, and like 5 other artists. That was it. And I'm used to performing for parties or going opening up for D12, so I'm like, I'm finna shut the show down.
Right.
And I remember my bro Oz, rest in peace. He was like, I'm performing. He said these people drove all the way from Seattle. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 people here, 300. I'm performing.
Yeah.
You don't got to. You don't have to perform. But because they drove from Seattle, I'm performing, bro. And I let him rock. And after he rocked, it motivated me. I'm like, fuck it, I'm a rock. So now that's how I am. Like, I don't care if it's 5 people there or if it's 500. I'm gonna give it the same energy. You feel me? That was another one of those moments, man. Shout out to my rest in peace to my brother Oz.
Yeah, R.I.P. man, long live him. You got, like I said, you got to respect the hustle. I always think those are the moments. That shit, like they say, quote unquote, cliche too. It builds character, all that type of shit. Working bullshit jobs, getting bullshit money, not having a job, don't performing in front of nobody, all that type of shit build character. And I'm for that. You know what I mean? Like, I can see that you've been through the ringer with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And now you transferring over. Like, I'm in the same shit, bro. Like, I was fucking up and I was not, I don't know, I went through the pay to play era. Man, that shit is just, but it built so much character. And then I can get on, you could put me on a fucking Empire State Building and I can rap and just kill that shit, nigga. Like, you
For
know what
sure.
I mean? Or you can put me in fucking a hole in the wall spot or whatever, because
Yeah, and
I'm
them be the harder,
fearless.
because when it's a sea of people, when it's 1,000 people, it's like one. It's not like when you gotta look 20 people in the eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That be like, you gotta have some real, like you said, character to
Because
rap.
they right there. You literally can see every fucking thing that's going
There
on.
was a point in time when I was younger, I used to look down. I rap to people now. Like, if I'm saying some shit, you gonna feel me? Like, yeah, yeah. You feel me?
Right, right. Swiggle Mandela, man.
Uh,
It's been a pleasure, man. You got the family calling you back. What's next?
right now I'm doing a series called Still Booming. I did 2 installments so far. It's been a sold out show in Portland. And so I'm thinking about taking Still Booming on the road, like Still Booming Seattle, Still Booming Long Beach, California. So that's what I'm one of the things I'm working on. I'm doing a show 420. It's gonna be crazy. So if you're like in Oregon or Washington, or if you ever want to visit, 420 lands on a Saturday. They don't call it Port Amsterdam for nothing. It's a dispensary on every corner. We got the best of the best of the best. You feel me? So 420, I'm throwing a show. It's called Twisting Up, and that's also going to be something that I'm gonna keep doing. So we'll have Twisting Up next year, or we might have another Twisting Up this year. And I'm working on another album right now. I got a that song on the teachings called Unfamiliar. I remixed it and I put a legendary artist on there. His name is Bamboo. He's a Filipino legend. I went to his show in Seattle and met him. It was a sold out show in Seattle. He's not even from Seattle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on another album, man. The album is called Easier Done Than Said. And so I'm working on the album right now. It'll be out this year. I got a new single out already. It's called Gatekeeper. It features Northside Tego, one of the best from Portland. Marshall Hugh from the Martial Law Band, one of the biggest in Seattle, and the homegirl Angel, who's from Southeast Portland, and she been touring the country and doing her thing. So yeah, we got a lot of new music on the way. I'm dropping some shit with Joel Santana. I'm dropping some more shit with Jim Jones, and
Oh
life
yeah,
keeps.
hold on. What was the name of the Jim Jones track again?
Family Business.
Family Business. Y'all go check out Family Business, man. That was my first whiff of goddamn Swiggle, man. Y'all go tap it out.
And we planning a big show in the Philippines. I just gotta talk to the right people and stop. I just gotta really buckle down and do it.
I'll fuck around, come to that 420 show too, man.
Yeah, the Fort it pop out, bro. You got a free ticket. It's
Cause I'm
love.
about to actually slide, so I'm
We'll
coming back out that way. You know what I mean?
give you something, bro. Gift you like a quarter or a half ounce of weed or something because it's so abundant, bro. We gonna have it. You feel me? So if you want,
And this will be my first time. I had some shit from there, but I ain't never like touched. It was one time I was supposed to go, but I didn't get a chance, and I was kind of like, damn, I wanted to go, but yeah, I
it's
need to get to Portland, man. I really
the
need to
weed
go.
culture is huge here, man. And then I know I'm doing it, and I almost don't want to say it, but I know I'm doing it, so I'm gonna just say it. I got something. We finna drop a Gucci Mane too. So
Oh,
we doing monstrous things, man. Monumental moves, and
okay.
we just gonna keep this shit going, man.
Where can they follow you at?
Swiggle Mandela, like I say on the screen, SWIGGLE Mandela, like Nelson, everywhere. Put my name in that Spotify, that Google search bar, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you consume music and content. Find me, man. I'm gonna entertain you. I'm gonna teach you. We gonna rise. You did,
For sure that, man. I appreciate you, Swiggle. Shout out
sir.
everybody in the chat. Y'all go follow the bro. Swiggle, I'm gonna hit you on the ground after I go use the bathroom. God damn it, I gotta take a piss.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to the whole La Familia. Shout out to the whole Snow Gang. Shout out to everybody that's been in attendance. Salute. We gone.
Yes, sir. And shout out to my vamps, man. Vamp life. You dig what I'm saying?
Vamp life. Vamp life.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah. All right.